It's Arkansas Traveler Baseball on the CSN Radio Network. The ITT Tech pregame show is brought to you by ITT Technical Institute. We are now online at itt-tech.edu.
Live from Little Rock, Arkansas Traveler Baseball is on the air. Hello once again, everybody, and a very pleasant good evening to you. Welcome to Ray Winder Field. Tonight, Minor League Baseball and the Texas League present the Arkansas Travelers and the Springfield Cardinals in Game 3 of a 5-game series. Beautiful day for baseball as it's been here in Central Arkansas for the past week. One thing that wasn't so beautiful was seeing the Springfield Cardinals win their first game in Little Rock after trying 5 previous times. They busted out a whooping stick on the Travs Sunday afternoon. 14 base hits, a season high, 13 runs for the Cards. And Springfield went on for the 13-7 victory. Still, the Travs had a pretty impressive comeback. They had to make 2 comebacks, only able to make one of them. They were down 7-0 after the second inning, rallied back on home runs by Alberto Callaspo and Mike Napoli in the 3rd and 4th innings. Had 6-run score in the 4th. Unfortunately, Springfield was able to take advantage of 3 walks to start the 5th inning. They scored 3 in the 5th, 3 in the 6th, and the Cardinals beat the Travs for only the 3rd time in 11 tries. So today, it's a brand new day for the Travs after getting a little bit time off after the day game yesterday. Should be well rested for baseball action today. And this is also a pretty exciting day for not just Traveler fans, but I think Angels fans in general and fans of the game of baseball, because a name that's been in the news for much of the previous couple of months, Kendrys Morales, gained his AA promotion earlier today, sent up from Rancho Cucamonga. He is going to start at first base for the Travs tonight. And Morales, a 21-year-old native of Cuba, was signed by the Angels for a 6-year major league contract after he defected from Cuba to the Dominican Republic. Reports said that the Angels even liked the idea of Morales possibly being the designated hitter for the big league club this year, but some visa and passport problems kept him in the Dominican for a little longer than the Angels had anticipated. So instead of starting the year in the major leagues, he was not able to make it to spring training. So he's climbing up the ladder in the minors, albeit a little quicker than most. Only played 22 games at Rancho Cucamonga, but certainly showed the ability to hit there, batting with 5 home runs in only 22 games and hitting .344. So Morales certainly will add a little bit more power into the Traveler lineup. He is also another switch hitter, so you've got 7 switch hitters in the lineup today, and that is just ridiculous to have 7 switch hitters in the lineup, and that's what the Travs have today. Also good news is that Chris Morris is coming back after missing the last 5 days with a sprained ankle, and also the Travs had a little other move made as Clayton Andrews was sent back to Salt Lake after pitching 2 very nice games for the Travs, one out of the pen with a save and one with a victory as the starting pitcher. He goes up to Salt Lake, and Delvin James was put on the disabled list. Greg Jones is coming to Arkansas after pitching with Mesa, the extended spring training team for the Angels earlier. He was rehabbing a shoulder injury, so a myriad of moves for the Travs coming from the Angels today, and we'll go through those moves also as we go throughout the broadcast and just give you a little bit more information on some of the new faces on the ball club today. Thanks again for tuning in to the Creative Sports Network's presentation of Arkansas Traveler Baseball. I'm Phil Elson, and back at the studio today is Mike Harrison, the CSN Senate Control producer engineer. It's a gorgeous day for baseball with temperatures in the high 80s to low 90s, a little humid and sticky as you come out to the ballpark today, but this is going to be a nice night for baseball here in Central Arkansas, so come out if you haven't planned out your night yet. Still time to come out with first pitch coming in about 21 minutes. What we'll do is have a break, come back with a look at the Texas League scoreboard. Texas League games from yesterday and a doubleheader being played today with Tulsa and Wichita. That'll come right after this on the CSN Arkansas Traveler Baseball Network.
As an aircraft avionics technician, I repair just about any electronic component on the airplane.
Jared Lampkin earned a Bachelor of Applied Science degree in Electronics Engineering Technology in 2003 and an Associate of Applied Science degree in 2002 from the ITT Technical Institute in Birmingham, Alabama.
My bachelor's from ITT Tech is a really well-respected degree. The school has a lot of hands-on teaching, and it's a really nice atmosphere. At
ITT Technical Institute, you can pursue skills that can be used to help you prepare for a new career or create opportunities in your current field. Call 1-800-ITT-TECH. That's 1-800-ITT-TECH, or visit us on the web at www.itt-tech.edu to investigate a campus near you. Find a potential new path to your future at ITT Tech.
I want to move higher, get everything I can, let my own plane.
ITT Technical Institute. Education for the future.
Lily, can I help you?
Hi, I just bought a six-pack of your beer, and I think there's something missing in it. There's no taste in the beer.
There's no taste.
I was hoping maybe somebody in shipping could send me flavor. Like, I'm not trying. All I want is flavor.
So there's no
Is there like a flavor distribution center in my neighborhood? I'll pick it up.
No, there's no center.
I'll tell you what. I got some Miller Lights here. That'll do the trick. Thank you very much.
Okay.
Have a good day.
If you're going to choose on taste, choose the light beer that actually tastes like beer. Great tasting, less filling Miller Lite. Miller. Good call.
Miller Brewing Company, Milwaukee, Wisconsin. Live responsibly.
Junior Banana Split. Sonic's got it, others don't. Right now, treat yourself to Sonic's 99-cent Junior Banana Split. It's almost half the size, but with all the taste, for just 99 cents. Try one today, or to satisfy your late-night cravings, try one tonight. Because Sonic's open till at least midnight all summer long. The 99-cent Junior Banana Split at participating Sonic drive-ins. It's not just good, it's Sonic good.
Welcome back to Ray Winter Field here on the Creative Sports Network's presentation of Arkansas Traveler Baseball, Game 3 of a 5-game series between the Travelers and the Springfield Cardinals. This is the ITT Technical Institute pregame show, and a reminder to our listeners that your future can be improved through education. You can prepare now at ITT Technical Institute in Little Rock, and you can get more details online at www.itt-tech.edu. Once again, the website is www.itt-tech.edu. Well, a couple of notes from around the Texas League. Yesterday's game in Wichita was rained out as the Tulsa Drillers and Wranglers are forced to play a doubleheader today. There were a couple huge lines of storm going through Kansas yesterday and unable to play the game. So doubleheader today starting at 6:30, and they're already well into Game 1 at the top of the third at Wichita. Tulsa and the Wranglers tied at 1. The Drillers win one game. They officially eliminate the Travelers from contention in the East Division, and if they win 2 games, then they also officially eliminate Springfield. So therefore, if Tulsa pulls off a sweep in the doubleheader today, the Drillers will win the first half East Division championship and therefore get themselves into the playoffs for the second consecutive season. Meanwhile, out west, things getting a little more distance between San Antonio and Midland as the Rockhounds won their second consecutive game 4-2 over Frisco, and San Antonio fell to Corpus Christi 2-1 and lost their second game in a row. San Antonio had drawn it within 4 games before dropping the last 2, and yesterday they were outpitched quite well by Corpus Christi's Chris Sampson, who's been a very hard-luck pitcher this year. He went the distance, surrendering only 7 hits and 1 run with a walk and 3 strikeouts. Sampson won his second game of the season against 8 losses. An RBI from Dax Norris, as well as another run scoring on an error by San Antonio infielder Andy Menchaca helped give the Hooks their 5th consecutive win, which is certainly their longest winning streak of the year. Meanwhile, San Antonio losing when they did not need to because Midland defeated Frisco 4-2, banging out 9 base hits. Dallas Braden, who was named the Texas League Pitcher of the Week, picked up his 5th win in 6 tries, holding down the Rough Riders to 5 base hits over 7 2/3 innings. Alex Santos struck out 2 in the 9th for his 7th save. Andre Ethier scored a couple of runs, and Francis Gomez knocked in 2 for the Rockhounds, who have now taken a 6-game lead over San Antonio. And with just 7 games left, things not looking good for the Missions. Remember, San Antonio has to be within 4 games of Midland in order to have a chance, because the Missions will be hosting Midland in the final 4-game series of the first half out in San Antonio. And today it is Midland hosting Frisco at 7 o'clock. Shane Gazelle pitching for the Rough Riders against Midland's pitcher they did not announce. Actually, it is Stephen Bondurant will be pitching today for the Rockhounds. And in San Antonio, Corpus Christi and the Missions with game time at 7:05. Of course, the Missions need to pull out a win. They need Midland to lose. Meanwhile, over here in the East Division, pretty much well decided. The Drillers have clinched at least a tie with the Travs, and they have a magic number of 2 over Springfield. course, we'll update you on the games in the Texas League and the majors as we go throughout the broadcast today. Right now, we'll have a 2-minute break, come back with some news around the Angels organization. But first, these words on CSN from Bale Honda.
The new Honda cars and trucks are here at Bale Honda, 13101 Chenal Parkway in Little Rock. The tough and rugged Honda Ridgeline, the vehicle that revolutionized the minivan category in the Odyssey. Also, Accord named the 2004 10 Best Cars list for the 18th time in 22 years. We also have the stock, the Honda Accord Hybrid, the Accord Coupe, the Civic Sedan, and the Civic Coupe. Whatever's your fancy, come see it today at Bale Honda, 13101 Chenal Parkway, Little Rock. When it comes to a full line of office products, the name is Settle Office Products, 4412 MacArthur Drive in North Little Rock. They've been in business on MacArthur Drive for 23 years. They give free delivery anywhere in Sterling, Arkansas. They have office furniture, office supplies, scratch and dent furniture, and they're family owned and operated. Give them a call today at 758-1050 or see them on the website at www.settleofficepro.com.
The Air Force is the only branch of service with its own community college. It's called the Community College of the Air Force, and it makes a difference. You see, in the Air Force, you earn college credit for learning your job. You can earn an associate's degree in one of 66 career fields. Your job experience goes farther in the Air Force. For more information, call 1-800-423-USAF or log on at airforce.com. Cross into the blue with the U.S. Air Force. No one comes close.
Why do people statewide across the state of Arkansas like CSN? Here's Gary Coates, General Manager and owner of affiliate KBJT in Fordyce.
Well, I like it because it's Arkansas-oriented. You know, the things that that CSN carries are always, from within the state, and for the most part, and it's a real big help to our broadcast schedule.
CSN now in her 27th year.
Welcome back to Ray Winder Field. We've got the pitchers warming up right now in each corner, so we should be right on time for a 7-10 first pitch today. Little news from around the Angels organization. The Halos pulled out a victory yesterday over the New York Mets and won that series 2-1. But also Texas was a victor, so the Angels are 2.5 games in front of the Rangers. And the Angels going up against the Washington Nationals in a 3-game series at Angels Stadium of Anaheim, and that pitch, two of the best teams in baseball. The Nationals have won 10 consecutive games. Meanwhile, the Angels are 36-26, and that's tied for the second best record in the American League. Nats at 37-26. Hold the second record in the National League. So you've got the best teams in baseball in Anaheim. And former traveler will be taking part, not just one, many, but another one taking part in that series is Irvin Santana. Should be called by Angels either today or tomorrow. But they're scheduling against the Nationals tomorrow in Angel Stadium of Anaheim. So Irvin only makes those 3 games, appeared in with Salt Lake with 1-0 with a .419 earned run average. Struck out 17 and only walked to a 19 in the third innings. So Santana going back up to the majors. And who knows how long Calvin Escobar is going to be out. Escobar on the disabled list for the second time with a right elbow bone spur, and they're saying he could miss quite a few starts. They're not quite sure exactly how long he'll miss, but for right now, Irvin Santana is going to be a full-time starting pitcher for the Los Angeles Angels and should be pitching tomorrow against the Nats. Also, Angels have been getting some outstanding work in the bullpen from former traveler reliever Joel Peralta. Peralta, who was at Salt Lake earlier this season, and was a bit not of a surprise call-up, but when Angels had a choice of sending down either Chris Buchek or Peralta, they kept Joel Peralta. And as an Angel, wait for this to come up here, has pitched in 8 games. He's surrendered only 1 run in 10 innings and only 3 hits while striking out 13 and walking 1. So Joel Peralta is certainly giving his best as he tries to cement spot in the Angels bullpen. And certainly if you ever met Joel in the parts of 3 seasons he spent here, you certainly have to root for a guy like that. He is a very good guy and worked very hard to get where he is. So congrats to Joel Peralta. Hopefully he remains there with the Angels. Elsewhere in the Angels system, for the time being, Salt Lake is playing the best baseball in the system. They defeated Fresno 8-4 for their 6th consecutive win last night. Jeff Mathis was 2 for 4 with a triple and 3 RBIs, and Chris Buchek picked up his 3rd win. 7 innings of work, surrendering only 6 hits, 2 runs, a couple of loss, and 6 strikeouts. And Salt Lake at 34-27 is a game in front of Portland Beavers in a pretty tight North Division in the PCL. At first, place is separated by 4 games. Meanwhile, with their 4-3 win yesterday, pulls within 9 games of Lake Elsinore in the California League South. Cedar Rapids in the Midwest League yesterday got a 3-hit day from former draft shortstop Alexis Casilla. Casilla, who's batting leadoff for the Cardinals, scored a couple of runs. He's hitting .307. Rafael Rodriguez, hard-throwing right-hander, struck out 5 in 8 innings of work, allowed only 2 runs and 6 hits. He runs his record 4-2. Cardinals pulled themselves out of last place. They're in 7th place in the 8-team Midwest League Western Division. The Cardinals at 27-36 certainly have a long way to go to get back to 500. That's the news from around the Angels organization. And for right now, we'll take a break, come back with the starting lineups as the Arkansas Travelers and the Springfield Cardinals get ready for Game 3 of this 5-game series. You got it right here on the Creative Sports Radio Network.
The ITT Tech pregame show has been brought to you by ITT Technical Institute. Now online at itt-tech.edu. Stay tuned next for Arkansas Traveler Baseball right here on the CSN Radio Network.
The following is a message from George H.W. Bush and Bill Clinton.
We're here today because, like you, we share a strong desire to do everything we can to help alleviate the terrible suffering caused by the recent tsunami disaster.
Millions of people have lost loved ones, including children, homes, and in some cases, hope. And though it happened on the other side of the world, it touches our hearts, and we want to help.
The greatest source of America's generosity is the good heart of the American people. And that's why we come to you not as presidents, but as 2 private citizens.
Everyone can help, and every dollar contributed will impact someone's life. So visit usafreedomcorps.gov to choose a reputable charity to accept your donations directly. You can trust that your contribution will be well spent.
No one can change what happened,
but we can all change what happens next. Thank you.
To make a cash donation to a reputable charity, visit usafreedomcorps.gov. A PSA brought to you by the Ad Council.
Here's John Whitehead.
While U.S. soldiers were busy pulling Saddam Hussein out of a spider hole, Congress and President Bush were busy pulling a fast one with our freedoms. As Americans watch images of Hussein's head being probed for lice, the FBI was being given the power to probe Americans' financial records, even if they are not suspected terrorists. The stealth legislation, which was quietly signed into law by President Bush, grants the FBI expansive new powers to snoop through your business records without any court oversight and in almost total secrecy. But the point of law is our Fourth Amendment. It prohibits unreasonable searches and seizures. The right to be free from unwarranted government intrusion into your life is one of your first liberties. This is John Whitehead for the Rutherford Institute.
This has been a public service announcement from the Rutherford Institute. For a free book about your first liberties, visit www.rutherford.org or call toll-free 888-287-1787.
A presentation of CSN, the Creative Sports Radio Network, brings you Arkansas Traveler Baseball. Today's game is brought to you by the ITT Technical Institute online at itt-tech.edu, by Coca-Cola, make it real, by Miller Lite, prevent taste loss with Miller Lite, by Allstate, you're in good hands with Allstate, and by the Sonic Drive-In. Arkansas Traveler Baseball is brought to you statewide on the Creative Sports Radio Network by Bale Honda. See the new Honda cars and trucks today. The U.S. Air Force, crossing to the blue. The Bank of North with several locations to serve you. And by the Canado Tax Advisory Group. And now, the Texas League Arkansas Travelers.
And welcome back to Ray Winter Field on a beautiful Monday evening in Central Arkansas. It's Arkansas Traveler Baseball on the Creative Sports Radio Network. I'm Phil Elson with you on the broadcast today. Let's get to the starting lineups. We'll begin with the visiting Springfield Cardinals, of course, the AA affiliate of the St. Louis Cardinals. They're managed by Chris Maloney with a record of 32-31. Here comes Sean Boyd on the leadoff spot. He's in center field today. Batting second and right field is Tyler Mingus. In third, the Cancel cleaning up, and in left field is Papo Bolivar. Hitting fifth at third base today, Travis Henson. Batting sixth, the second baseman, Aaron Herr, knocked in 4 runs yesterday. Andy Schutzenhofer gets the start as the 7-hitter. He'll play first base. Batting eighth and catching, seeing his first action of the series, Dan Moylan. Batting ninth at shortstop, Kevin Estrada. Estrada 5 for 6 in the series in the number 9 spot. Travs come in with an identical record to Springfield at 32 and 31, managed by Tom Gamboa, and it's Reggie Willits leading off today in center field. Batting second and playing second base, the team leading hitter, Alberto Callaspo, hitting .324. Batting third at shortstop is Erick Aybar. Cleaning up and catching today, Mike Napoli, team leader with 10 homers, 43 runs batted in. Batting fifth at first base in his Double-A debut, switch-hitting Cuban native Kendrys Morales. Batting sixth and in right field is Tommy Murphy. Batting seventh and at third base today, Greg Porter. Batting eighth and today is the designated hitter, Mike Elward. And batting ninth and in left field, Chris Morris, who returns to the lineup after missing the last 6 games with a twisted ankle. Starting pitching matchup for the Travelers at 6'2", 200-pound left-hander Joe Saunders. Saunders making his 13th appearance of the season, all as a starting pitcher. His record is 4-3, and the earned run average sitting at 4.09. He has surrendered 74 hits in 66 innings. 8 of them have been hit for home runs, and a .281 batting average against Saunders. 39 runs allowed, 30 of them earned. He's walked 20, striking out 53. Saunders has pitched very well here at Ray Winder, where in 5 previous games he's holding the opponents to an average of .207 with a 2.10 earned run average. This will be his third start against Springfield. He is 1-0 versus the Cardinals with an ERA versus Springfield at 1.64 and has struck out 8 hitters in 11 innings, .286 batting average against. Joe Saunders, the Travelers starting pitcher tonight. On the mound for the visiting Springfield Cardinals is right-hander Jordan Powles, who will be making his 13th start as well. He and Saunders have matched up against each other once. Neither got a decision. That was May 22nd. Powles is 3-4 with a 4.06 earned run average. He has surrendered 75 hits in 68 2/3 innings, but only 2 of them have been hit for a home run. He hasn't allowed a home run since April 22nd. League hitting .275 against Powles, surrendering 36 runs. 31 of them are earned. He has walked 13, struck out 48. This will be Powles' 7th start away from Springfield, where he's 2-3 on the road with an ERA of 4.5. And he has seen the Travs twice. They defeated him 2-1 on April the 10th. And he had a no decision on May the 22nd. Powles' numbers against Arkansas. He is 0-1 with a 4.09 earned run average. He has allowed 11 hits in 11 innings, 4 walks, and 7 strikeouts. Jordan Powles is tonight's Springfield Cardinals starting pitcher. He's 6'8", 205 pounds out of Effingham, Illinois. Umpire crew for this series is Steve Fritzoni, Dave Rackley. Crew chief is Jason Stein. Stein will be calling the outs at first base today. Steve Fritzoni calls the balls and strikes behind the plate, and at third base will be David Rackley. Travs have dominated this series with Springfield. They've won 8 of 11 ball games. The Travs hit .266 against the Cards, but they have held the Cardinals down to 3.05 for an ERA. So it's very rare to see the Travs give up a lot of earned runs against Springfield. Now, they have allowed 11 unearned runs versus Springfield, so a couple of mistakes here and there. Travs did commit 4 errors yesterday, which led to a few unearned runs, but generally this pitching staff does very well against Springfield batters. Cardinal batters hit .257 against Arkansas, and Aaron Herr, who's their second baseman, and the son of former Traveler and former Cardinal star Tommy Herr, is hitting at .423 against Arkansas with 8 RBIs and 2 home runs in 7 games. So watch out for Aaron Herr, as he has shown a lot of success against the Travs this year. Here comes Saunders walking back into the dugout, so it looks like they're ready to take their positions. But that final break and return first pitch as the Travelers and the Springfield Cardinals get it on in Game 3 of a 5-game series. And it's right here on the Creative Sports CSN Arkansas Traveler Baseball Network.
He joined the Air Force in 1964 and served in Vietnam. He commanded forces in the far corners of the globe. Rising through the ranks, he served as a 3-star general at the Pentagon. You'd think 30 years of distinguished service would be plenty. But if you're Norman G. Leasing, Lieutenant General retired United States Air Force, that's kidding. Today, he's pursuing a new career as Walmart's Vice President of National Government Relations. Norm's journey took him near and far, through Asia, Scandinavia, Europe, the Middle East, and Webster University, where he earned a master's degree that served him well in his career. I'm Bob Costas, member of the board of Webster University. All Webster campuses around the world share the same belief. Education is more than just a degree. It's real knowledge for real-world success.
For more information about graduate degrees from Webster University of Little Rock, visit them on the web at webster.edu or call them 800-828-2598.
Hey fans, Bill Valentine here with a question. When was the last time you saw the Travs turn to triple play? That's right, I can't remember either. So this year we're going to celebrate if the Travs manage to turn that trick. $100,000 to one fan if the Travs complete a triple play during the 6th inning of a home game. You got to be 18 to enter with a valid driver's license, and you must be present to win. It's the Travelers' $100,000 triple play giveaway all season long here at Ray Winder Field.
Fire and desire, mixed with a McIntyre. I got the pepper, the originality to inspire. A lot of the taste of Dr. Pepper, the taste of originality, solution to individuality, and get fun from personality. Do what you do. Be you, nothing's better, Dr. Pepper.
Back in Little Rock with the lights turned on and the sun's still out. Beautiful day for baseball here at Ray Winder Field. We're looking at skies that are mostly sunny. They're partly cloudy if you're one of those pessimistic types. 90 degrees. And by the time this game is over, it'll be down to about 73. There is a chance for storms, but that'll be way later tonight when this ball game is over. There's a long line of storms coming in from Springfield and going down towards the southwest through Tulsa. And looks like they'll be hitting in the north part of Texas as well. So they'll be in Little Rock once the ball game is over. But for right now, just a picture-perfect night for baseball in Central Arkansas. Joe Saunders has finished his warm-ups, and Mike Napoli has made a long throw through. And we're ready for baseball as Sean Boyd stands into the batter's box. Right-handed center fielder who's 4 for 10 in the series, batting .271 with a homer and 23 RBIs. Out on the mound for the Travelers is Joe Saunders, coming off of a 6-inning performance against Tulsa 6 days ago, where he allowed only 2 runs on 7 innings. And here comes the first pitch of the game to Boyd. It is low for a ball. We're underway at 7:13 today, a little bit late, but not as late as some of our games have started. Yesterday's game started 8 minutes late. Here's the 1-0 to Boyd. Saunders' fastball is on the outside corner for a strike, and it's 1-1 on Boyd. Boyd yesterday 1 for 6. Had a double as part of that 7-run second inning where the Cardinals got ahead by 7 runs. A 1-1 popped up out of play. That'll get to the roof at first base. And 1-2 now on the Springfield center fielder. I think I said Saunders pitched 7 innings his last time out. He pitched 6. Gave up 7 hits. Solo homers by driller catcher Alvin Colina and outfielder Tony Miller were the only runs that Saunders allowed. Here's the 1-2 to Boyd. And it is low with a slider, 2 balls, 2 strikes. Mingus and Cancel, the number 2 and 3 hitters. All 3 are right-handers against the southpaw Saunders. Joe's 2-2, swung on chop to the hole at short, and backhanded by Aybar. Winds up, throws across, could not get Boyd as he legs out an infield single. Boyd with that speed in the top of the order, while he's not a great base fielder, he is a good center fielder. He's got some speed. And hits that ball right to the hole at shortstop, and nothing else that Erick Aybar could do. So Boyd legs out his 5th base hit of the series, and the Cards have their leadoff man on base for Tyler Mingus, a .302 hitter with 10 homers and 32 runs batted in. Mingus is 2 for 8 in the series as he stands in, choking up a little bit. Saunders throws, and the pitch is low and in for ball 1. Mingus leading the Cardinals in the power categories with a .532 slugging percentage in the 10 long balls. A couple of RBIs yesterday. Came in the 5th inning with a 2-out single. Saunders goes to the belt, and here's the pitch to Mingus. A swing and a miss on the slider, and it's 1-1. First game of the series, Mingus was 0 for 3 with a walk. He is starting in the outfield for the East Division All-Stars next Monday. And it's next Tuesday is when the All-Star game is played in Frisco. Saunders ready. Here's the 1-1 pitch. Mingus drives it in the air to left field, but that is hooking, and it is foul. It's on top of Rick's armory. Goodness, that ball was crushed, but it goes outside the foul pole rather than inside what would be called a fair pole if it goes inside. So the count 1-2 on Mingus. It comes close to a home run. Saunders pretty good for the most part at keeping the ball in the park this year up until his last outing. Gave up the 2 home runs to the Drillers. It's only been 2 starts this year where he's given up gopher balls. The 1-2, leader back to the mound. Saunders trying to turn 2, and out at second. Aybar at first. Safe at first as Mingus legs out that possible double play ball. Pretty close play at first base. But Mingus able to beat the relay from Aybar. He didn't hit the ball very hard. It was just a very weak chopper back towards the mound. Saunders got the out at second base, 1-6. Mingus replaces Boyd on the base path, so a little less speed now on the bases for the Cardinals as Robinson Cancel stands in. Cancel hitting .319 to lead the Cards with 6 homers and 21 runs batted in. He's a compact-built right-handed hitter who hits a double play ball to Callaspo at second. He'll flip to Aybar, and now the relay, and this time they turn 2. 4-6-3 ends the first as the Travs turn their minor league best 86th double play of the season. Saunders pitches around that leadoff single, and we go to the bottom of the first as the Cardinals do not score, and here come the Travelers on the Creative Sports Radio Network.
Now Goldie's Music presents the ultimate 50s vocal group collection called Doo-Wop Greats. Yes, you get the Cadillacs, the Platters, the Crests, the Del Vikings, Frankie Lyman and the Teenagers, the Rivieras, the Kleptones, the Chantels, the Flamingos, Little Anthony and the Imperials, the Olympics, and the Five Satins, plus many more. Yes, you'll be singing along to the greatest doo-wop songs ever recorded.
I wonder,
Doo-Wop Greats. All songs have been digitally remastered for the highest quality. Call now and add Doo-Wop Greats to your collection. Call 1-800-939-3995. That's 1-800-939-3995. 1-800-939-3995. Call 1-800-939-3995. That's 1-800-939-3995.
Hi, this is Terry Horton, Executive Director of the Arkansas Wildlife Federation and host of In the Wild here on Little Rock's ESPN 1380. Join me and my special guest each Saturday morning at 8 as we talk hunting, fishing, conservation, and the great outdoor recreation found right here in the natural state. Plus, we'll have reports on what's happening in the world of bass fishing from ESPN's Trey Reed. If you love the great outdoors, you won't want to miss In the Wild.
In the Wild, Saturday, 8 to 9 on Little Rock's ESPN 1380.
Travelers ready to bat here in the bottom of the first inning after Joe Saunders induces a couple of double play balls. One of them was turned into a double play. Pitched around a leadoff single for Springfield, so Reggie Willits will step into the batter's box. Travs have a full lineup today as Kendrys Morales' promotion did not come with any position player moves. There was a couple of moves in the pitching staff, but Travs now actually have a pretty full bench with Ryan Leahy, Brent Del Chiaro, and David Gates available off the bench today. Willits standing in there, switch hitting outfielder, bats on the left side against big right-hander Jordan Powles, who delivers the first pitch, and it is a called strike with a fastball on the outside corner. Powles at 6'8", towers over just about every batter he's facing today. Greg Porter is the tallest Trav in the lineup at 6'4". Here's the 0-1 to Willits. A swing and a hard shot through shortstop, and that is into left field as Willits will single to start the ball game for the Travelers. Makes a very wide turn as Bolivar, the left fielder, was slow getting into the ball, but Willits gets back into first base, safe with a leadoff single as he hit that hard shot right towards shortstop. Estrada had to take a couple of steps to the hole as he attempted to backhand the ball. It took a bounce in front of the glove and went right through. Called a single for Willits. And Reggie has 4 base hits in the series and 9 at-bats. Now Alberto Callaspo stands in. 6-game hitting streak for Callaspo, and he bats from the left side. Takes a pitch high and away for ball 1 from Powell. Alberto batting .324 to lead the team. That ranks 4th in the Texas League. 7 home runs, including a solo shot yesterday afternoon to right field. 37 RBIs. Willits takes the lead. He has stolen 18 bases, and there's a throw to first by Powles, and Reggie is back in with a lunge. Willits been caught 6 times. Moylan, the catcher, instead of Cancel. Cancel a little bit better throwing. Moylan is. There's the stretch by Powles. Quick throw to first base this time, and Willits dives in ahead of the tag of first baseman Andy Schutzenhofer. Third baseman Hansen coming in a little bit. Shortstop Estrada a little closer to second. Herr is off the base at second base. A 1-0 count. There goes Willits with a pitch out. Here's the throw to second base. He puts on the brakes. He'll get caught in a rundown. Running him back to second now. Schutzenhofer fakes the throw, tags him out as Willits falls down about 15 feet from second base. Caught stealing, and they picked the right pitch to pitch out on. On 1-0, they're thinking fastball. Willits running. And he is caught stealing. Play goes 2, 6, 3, 6. 7th time Willits been caught, so the base is empty for Callaspo with a 2-0 count. And now Powles delivers to Alberto, and he takes it on the outside corner. Strike 1 called. Erick Aybar is on deck for the Travs, the number 3 hitter. Willits has been very aggressive on the bases since coming back from his injury that had kept him out for a couple of weeks. There's ball 3 to Alberto as it dribbles behind the catcher. 3-1 the count. Willits has now attempted 7 steals in the last 7 games, caught 3 times. The 3-1 to Callaspo is outside. He draws a 1-out walk. Something Powles just doesn't do very much as walk batters. He's never walked more than 2 in a game, and he's just walked his first batter just 2 hitters in. 14th walk of the season for Powles in 69 innings. So he might have just used up his allotment of walks as Callaspo reaches base on the 23rd walk of his season, and now shortstop Erick Aybar stands in. Also a switch hitter. He'll bat from the left side. Powles throws the first pitch. It's a big curve, and it's grounded foul outside third base, only about a foot outside the bag. Aybar seemed to try to hit the ball down the third base line with Hansen playing off the base. 0-1 on the Travelers shortstop. Aybar batting .270, 3 homers, 22 runs batted in. Powles brings the hands together, sets at the belt. Here's the pitch. The slider stays upstairs, and it's 1-1. Yesterday afternoon, Aybar had his third 3-hit game. All 3 hits were singles. Knocked in a couple of runs, including the game-tying run. And the Travs rallied back in the 4th inning for 6. A 1-1 count on Aybar with 1 away and Callaspo at first. Here's a pitch. And fouled into the crowd at third base as Aybar is really swinging very late. Just about everything Powles is throwing. Aybar is waiting till the very last split second. First foul ball he hit went just outside the third base line. And this one, he fouled over the dugout. It bounced over the Springfield dugout and right into the crowd, a spot where you really don't see very many ground ball fouls, just kind of the tip foul balls. But Aybar is swinging very late. Here's the 1-2, and this one chopped down the first base line and foul as Aybar pulls the ball for the first time in this at-bat. Fouled away 3 of 4 pitches, and he's still working with a 1-ball, 2-strike count. 0-0 our scores. We're on the bottom of the first. This is game 3 of a 5-game series. Travs won the first game. Springfield comes back yesterday with only their 3rd victory against Arkansas. Powles gets a good long look at the sign, now brings it set. And the 1-2 to Aybar. A swing and a fly ball hit into deep right field, and Aybar sends that one out of here. So Aybar, not swinging late on the 1-2 fastball, drives it over the right field fence for a 2-run homer. Home run number 4 for Aybar. RBIs 23 and 24, and Jordan Powles, who had not allowed a home run in his last 9 starts, just gives up his 3rd of the year. Well, every once in a while, Aybar will surprise you. Of course, there was that 2-home run game he had during the last homestand against Frisco. He shows a little power here with a home run to right. So it's 2-0 Travelers as Mike Napoli steps into the plate and Powles throws. Fastball upstairs for ball one. Napoli hitting .297, hit his 10th home run of the season yesterday, a line drive that hooked inside the fair pole over the left field corner. 1-0 the count to Napoli. Here's a pitch, and fouled over the first base roof, 1-1, as Powell comes on the hands with a slider. Napoli with 43 runs batted in, starting to really creep into the leaderboards in a few categories in the Texas League. 43 RBIs ranks 5th, 432 on base percentage is 2nd, 538 slugging is 3rd. The 1-1 pitch, a curve at the knees, and Napoli looks at strike 2. 1 ball, 2 strikes. On deck is Kendrys Morales, who is ready to make his first Double-A at bat. But first, Napoli ready. Here's the 1-2. And he swings and grounds it slowly to short. Here comes Estrada charging. Handful of dust, comes up with the ball, throws across, and gets Napoli. So 2 away as Napoli grounds to the shortstop, and this brings up Kendrys Morales. For fans in the know, you know who Morales is. He was signed by the Angels as a free agent. He decided on the Angels. He had quite a few suitors when he was in the Dominican Republic after defecting from Cuba. Homered in his first professional at-bat in the U.S. And here at Double-A, his first pitch, he takes a strike on the outside corner. Morales is another switch hitter. He'll bat to the left side. Kendrys standing 6'1", 220 pounds. Here's the 0-1, and he takes that one low. It's a ball and a strike. Morales with Rancho Cucamonga hit .344 in 22 games, hit 5 homers, and knocked in 17. Base is empty, 2 outs. Powell's with a 1-1. Morales swings and pulls it foul on the ground, and that dribbles to the Optimist dugout of the first base box seats, and it's 1-2. Kendrys stands pretty deep in the batter's box. His feet are a little less than shoulder length apart, stands tall, and waves the bat around behind his head. Here's the 1-2. Fastball high and away, 2 balls, 2 strikes. Morales, a highly touted hitter out of Cuba, who's still looking for an everyday position in the United States. Part-time first baseman, a little third base, a couple of games in the outfield while in the California League. Here's the 2-2. A swing and a miss, and he strikes out on a curveball, and that ends the first inning. So the Travs get in front on the 2-run homer by Erick Aybar, his 4th of the season. 2 runs on 2 base hits. Nobody left on. Travelers 2, Cardinals nothing as we go into the top of the second after these words on CSN from Bale Honda.
The new Honda cars and trucks are here at Bale Honda, 13101 Chenal Parkway in Little Rock. The tough and rugged Honda Ridgeline, the vehicle that revolutionized the minivan category in the Odyssey. Also the Honda Accord, named the 2004 10 Best Cars list for the 18th time in 22 years. We also have in stock the Honda Accord Hybrid, the Accord Coupe, the Civic Sedan, and the Civic Coupe. Whatever's your fancy, come see it today at Bale Honda, 13101 Chenal Parkway, Little Rock. When it comes to a full line of office products, the name is Settle Office Products, 4412 MacArthur Drive in North Little Rock. They've been in business on MacArthur Drive for 23 years. They give free delivery anywhere in Central Arkansas. They have office furniture, office supplies, scratch and dent furniture, and they're family owned and operated. Give them a call today at 758-1050 or see them on the website at www.settleofficepro.com.
CSN is now live on the internet at csnsports.com. Click on live broadcast in the upper left-hand corner on your homepage for live play-by-play audio, not to mention all other programs CSN produces during the year. Check out our webpage with a list of games today on CSN, the latest scoreboard, and the latest sports headlines at csnsports.com. That's csnsports.com with live coverage worldwide on the internet. csnsports.com, bringing you closer to us than ever before.
Travelers grab a first-inning lead on a home run by Erick Aybar, 2-0. And Joe Saunders will throw a first pitch of the second inning outside as Papo Bolivar leads off for the Cardinals. Another right-handed batter. Cardinals have, let's see here, 5 right-handers. There's another switch hitter who bats right-handed. There's ball 2 low and into Bolivar, who's batting 2 for 8 of the series. A double to start that 7-inning rally, that 7-run rally yesterday in the second inning. The 2-0, ball 3 from Saunders, who missed with his first 3 pitches of the second inning. Bolivar batting .239, 4 homers, 33 RBIs. Not usually a very patient hitter. Here's the 3-0 pitch. That's right down the middle. Saunders throws his first strike of the inning. On deck is Travis Hansen, and then Aaron Herr is going to bat. Saunders winds, kicks the 3-1, a chopper to the hole at second base, and it bounces into right field. Pablo Bolivar elects a leadoff single, so the Cardinals have their second leadoff man on base. Sean Boyd led off the first with an infield single. Bolivar on base to start the second, bringing up the 5-hitter Travis Hansen. Hansen, the first lefty that Saunders faces, has knocked in a run in each game of the series, 3 of them total, .272 hitter, 8 homers, 39 RBIs to lead the Cards. Stretch and a pitch inside, ball 1 to Hansen. Napoli, traveler catcher, cocked his arm to fire to first, but held on to the ball. Bolivar has stolen 8 bases, caught 3 times, has not been his usual self previously in his career. He was a 50-base stealer a couple of times. Saunders to the belt now with a 1-0 count. Kick in the pitch. Swinging a line drive base into center as Hansen sends Bolivar to second base. And the Cardinals are in business in the second inning. 2 singles, and Hansen really hit that ball right on the money. A line shot, not just right over the middle, but it went straight over second base. So 2 runners aboard for Aaron Herr, who is proving to be a traveler killer this year. Against Arkansas, in only 7 games, Herr has 11 hits, batting .423, with 2 home runs and 8 RBIs. Knocked in 4 runs yesterday with a first-inning single and a 6th-inning 3-run homer to dead center field. Saunders got out of the first inning with a double play. And now looking for a ground ball from Herr to get a twin killing here. The infield looking for one. Herr right-handed, batting .282 as Saunders checks second and throws the pitch. And it's up high for ball 1. 6 home runs for Herr, 24 RBI. Played in about 2/3 of the first half of the season, playing in 39 previous games. Been released by the Mariners at spring training and spent the month of April at extended spring for the Cards. The 1-0 pitch. Saunders breaks the slider on the inside corner for strike 1. 1 ball, 1 strike on Aaron Herr with nobody out here in the top of the second. And the Travs up 2-0 on a home run by Erick Aybar. Bolivar from second, Hansen from first. Bolivar shortens the lead a little. The 1-1, swinging a fly ball foul over the right field side and over the seats, out of play. And it is 1-2 on Herr. Good pitch from Saunders right on the hands. Jogging out to the mound now, Mike Napoli for a quick talk with his left-hander. Saunders has given the Travelers 4 pretty good starts over his last 5. Just every once in a while seems to have 1 inning that bites him. Specifically, it's usually the 6th inning that gets Saunders in trouble. He has a 14.85 6th inning earned run average. Other than that, he's usually pretty steady from the 1st through the 5th. 1-2 to count on Herr as Napoli gets back behind the dish. Saunders looking for the first out of the inning. Here it comes, and it's a fastball up high, 2-2. Herr is a pretty aggressive batter, but we've seen him be a little more selective in this series. Only 5 walks in Herr's season on 149 at-bats. Here's a 2-2. A swing and a foul into the first base seat. That gets into the first few rows of the grandstand and bounces back into the Optimist dugout, where the Optimist dugout is the most packed section today. We have 5 large groups of mostly kids, of course, in the Optimist dugout. Every row is almost filled. Saunders ready with a 2-2 count on Herr. Still no outs. Here's a pitch. Fastball low. Pretty close. Bertoni, umpire, calls that just under the knees. 3 balls, 2 strikes on Herr. Bolivar and Hansen, the base runners. We'll see if Chris Maloney puts them in motion. Saunders ready. Check at second. The runners go, and the pitch is hit in the air to right field. Very high, but not all that deep. Murphy coming in for it. Now in a few more steps, and he makes the catch for out number one. Herr made Saunders work pretty hard for that out, but he gets the first out of the second inning. So Herr retired for just the fourth time in the series, and now Andy Schutzenhofer stands in. Schutzenhofer getting the start at first base in place of Juan Diaz, who was removed in the seventh inning yesterday. Diaz, a giant right-handed hitter. Schutzenhofer, more of an average-sized left-handed hitter, whereas Diaz is 6'2", 260, and really about 280, 290. Schutzenhofer, 6 feet tall, 195 pounds. Looks like a regular person. First pitch to Schutzenhofer, right on the outside corner. Strike one called. Schutzenhofer yesterday got one at-bat. It was a seventh inning single. He's hitting .265, a homer, 13 RBI. Saunders, a good look at second. Boulevard takes an extra step, and the 0-1 fouled straight back into the screen on a fastball on Schutzenhofer's hands. And it's 0-2 on the Cardinal first baseman. A 2-0 lead for the Travelers. Erick Aybar blasted his fourth home run of the season to bring home a couple of runs. Already the Springfield Cardinals, however, had 3 base hits. Saunders, however, got out of the first inning, inducing a double play. First 2 batters of the second inning reach on singles, and Herr flies out. Now Joe working 0-2 to Schutzenhofer. Here's a pitch. It's high, ball one. Napoli again thinking about throwing through and catching Bolivar off balance, but he held onto the baseball. Travelers position the shortstop Aybar behind the runner and holding Bolivar on a little bit. Here's the 1-2, a swing and a miss. Saunders has struck out Schutzenhofer for the second out of the inning and got him to go after a fastball with a little bit of movement on it outside. Nice looking pitch by Saunders as he collects a big second out. Strikeout number 54 for Joe over 67 and 2/3 innings. Now Dan Moylan stands in to get his first at-bat of the series. A left-handed hitter hitting .206. Saunders throws a pitch, and it is up high with a slider for ball one. Moylan, the backup catcher, starting in place of Robinson Cancel, who gets a day off at least from squatting behind the plate, but he's the DH today. The 1-0 to Moylan. A swing and a grounder back to the mound, stabbed by Saunders. He'll flip onto Morales at first, and that ends the inning. So Joe Saunders, as the first 2 batters reach base on singles, he leaves them right where they were. No runs, 2 hits, 2 left. The bottom of the second coming up at Ray Winter Field, and it's 2-0. The Travs in front of the Cardinals. This is the CSN Arkansas Traveler Baseball Network.
You are witnessing some intense pain here, folks. Throbbing muscles, swollen joints. This is pure torture. We're talking total body suffering. Not even the internal organs are...
Bob, the game hasn't started yet.
Game? I'm talking about me.
Don't let orthopedic discomfort interrupt your life. Learn to manage it with Baptist Health in Ortho, Arkansas, the state's leaders in orthopedic medicine. To reach a specialist or for more information, call Baptist Health Helpline at 227-8478 and get back in the game.
Oh, I can feel that hit up here.
I never wanted a Coke so bad in my life. Like the time I went on a shop tweet drop-a-thon with my girlfriend. So there I am, pinballing from store to store across the vast expanse of this mega mall, forced to give my opinion on her clothing choices, which she promptly ignored. I think it was for all the, yeah, that looks great, honey, but I was parched. Only one thing was going to unparch me, a Coke. I would have cried, but I couldn't spare the fluid. So next time I go shopping, it'll be online. Coca-Cola. Make it real.
Hey, fans, it's easy to get discount tickets to Travs games all year thanks to Ready Ice. Arkansas's #1 ice company, Ready Ice presents Ready Ice Wednesdays at Ray Winter Field. Just pick up a discount coupon for any Wednesday Travs home game anywhere Ready Ice is sold, like most Shell and Exxon gas stations. Bring the coupons to the Travs box office for $3 general admission tickets to any Wednesday home game. That's Ready Ice Wednesdays at Ray Winter Field all season long. Thanks to Arkansas's #1 ice company, Ready Ice.
We're at the bottom of the second inning. Arkansas 2, Springfield nothing. This is Phil Elson with you on the broadcast today. And tomorrow, game 4 of the series, a 7:10 first pitch. Airtime tomorrow night, 6:45, with the ITT Technical Institute pregame show. Starting pitchers tomorrow evening, it'll be lefty Tim Bittner for the Travelers at 1-5, a 6.38 ERA. Lefty Randy Leak, an all-star for Springfield, goes 6-3, 3.09 for Leak's earned run average. Standing in the batter's box right now is Traveler right fielder Tommy Murphy. He leads off the second against Jordan Powell. Here comes the first pitch. Murphy hits a high bouncer. One hops the first baseman Schutzenhofer. He's right at the base, steps on it. Murphy is out number 1 on 1 pitch. Greg Putter comes up now. Trav got their runs in the first inning as Alberto Callaspo drew a 1-out walk. And Erick Aybar knocked in his best friend home with a home run to right field. Just the third home run of the season against Springfield starter Jordan Powell. Here comes third baseman Greg Porter. Porter had a hot and cold day yesterday. Outstanding at the plate. Had his fifth game with 3 or 4 base hits. And a couple of errors in the field at third base. Here's the first pitch to Porter. Fastball up high, 1-0. Travelers left-handed hitting number 7 batter is hitting .315 with 5 homers and 28 RBIs. Powell's from the windup. Here's the 1-0. A swing and a miss. Looked like Porter tried to check the swing, but the viciousness of his cut carries him through the strike zone anyway, so it's 1-1. The 1-1 pitch. Fastball inside. A little purpose pitch to that. As Porter jackknifes out of the way, and it's 2-1. Porter's 3 hits yesterday. It had only 3 hits against Springfield all season until last night. The 2-1, swinging a high line drive to left field over Bolivar's head. I don't know what he's doing playing shallow against Porter, and he'll coast into second base with stand-up double. Wow, that ball got out pretty quickly over Bolivar. That is definitely one thing about Greg Porter. He is so strong and just puts so much into his swing that he can really hit the ball not as hard, but hit it fast. And he had some line drives and fly ball that moved very quickly. And Bolivar, who's playing a few steps in left field, pays the price for that as Porter doubles over his head. Double number 15 for the Trav third baseman. And now Mike Elward stands in. Anybody sets to lose a little playing time with Morales coming to Arkansas, it's probably Elward. Here's a pitch to him. And it's up hot for a ball, 1-0. Whereas Elward has had a up-and-down season as a hitter, batting .245, 3 homers, 27 RBIs, and very streaky. He might be one of the best fielding first basemen in the Texas League, but he's not going to see much more time there with Kendrys Morales here. The 1-0 pitch, a curve inside to Elward, and it's 2-0. While Elward did commit an error yesterday, one of 4 Traveler miscues, it was only his 4th error of the season. Chipped in with a single and a run scored, finishing 1 for 5. Here's a kick and a turn to second. Powell looks Greg Porter back into the base. Now Porter may also skip a little time at third base. I think we may see Morales start at third every once in a while, but for the most part, Morales will be playing at first. A 2-0 to Elward. A swing and a hard ground ball, and is fair down the third base line. Porter comes around third. He scores. It's 3-0 as Elward trots into second with an RBI double. Back-to-back doubles by Porter and Elward bring home Arkansas's 3rd run. As Powell has faced only 8 hitters, he's given up 3 runs on 4 base hits. Double number 14 for Elward. He knocks his 28th, and Porter scores for his 28th run this year. Number 9 batter Chris Morris now standing in, getting his first game action since last Tuesday when he sprained his ankle on a bunt at first. He'll bat from the left side, and the first pitch from Powell's away for a ball. This is the 7th switch hitter that Powell faces in the lineup already. And let's see here, Trav switch hitters have done fairly well. Willits reached base on a single. Callaspo walked. Aybar homer. The 1-0, fastball up high to Morris, and it's 2 balls, no strikes. .273 average for Morris, no homers, 12 runs batted in. And we got a matchup here with the tallest Cardinal. Powell's at 6'8" versus the shortest Traveler, Morris, at 5'8". He's a foot taller than him and standing on a foot-tall mound.
2-0 pitch, a swing and a miss on a high slider. It's 2-1. So I guess that means Powell right now is about 2 feet taller than Morris. I mean, goodness. Morris is hitting at someone who's 2 feet taller than him. The 2-1 pitch. Right down the middle. Morris looks at a strike, 2-2. One under runner at second. That's Mike Elward, who has doubled down the third base line, knocking in Greg Porter, who also doubled. Elward creeping away from second, about 7 steps off the base. Here's a 2-2, and Morris pops it over third and out of play. Just over the left row of the bleachers, bouncing on the wholesale building. And the count remains 2-2 on Morris. 3-0 score down in front of Springfield. Bottom second, 2 runs of the first, 1 run of the second. Morris looking to bring home Elward and put him up 5-4. Another pitch and a swing and a miss. Morris strikes out, hit it into the catcher's mitt. He is out number 2. Second strikeout for Powell. And over the first 9 batters that he's faced, he has surrendered 4 hits and the 3 runs, all earned. The first Traveler run came in the first inning. Actually, first hit came in the first inning. That's what I was trying to say. It was Willits who sliced a line drive past the shortstop. And Reggie is now 4 for 9 over the series. 7 for 28 since coming back from his strained right triceps muscle. Willits stands in, batting left-handed against the tall righty from Eastern Illinois University. There's a curveball to start off Willits right over the plate, called strike 1. Hansen comes in at third base a couple of steps. The middle infielder's back. Schutzenhofer a step behind at first, and they're very shallow in the outfield, especially the left fielder Bolivar. Catcher sets up on the inside corner, and Powell throws the fastball. Willits pulls it on the ground to the second baseman, Herr. Takes about 3 steps to his left, throws to first, gets the out, and the inning is over. So the Travs get 1 run on a couple of big hits. Leave a runner at second, and after 2 innings, Arkansas is ahead of Springfield 3-0. And this is the CSN Arkansas Traveler Baseball Network.
Snaggle.
1998 New York City Marathon runner German Silva made a huge mistake. 1/2 mile from the finish line, he took a wrong turn. When he heard yells from the crowd and saw the looks on their faces, he realized his mistake. He immediately turned around, but the error cost him a crucial 15 seconds. His only hope for winning now was to sprint to make up for lost distance. Did he have the energy? Could he do it? He later said, "Too much work had gone into this race. I had to fight it out." He was able to make up the lost distance and finish first in his division, but only because he refused to allow a wrong turn to knock him out of his quest for the prize. I'm Mark Evans, pastor of the church at Rock Creek. You know, there are times in life when we make a wrong turn, but when we discover that it was a wrong turn, the wise person changes direction.
Hit a home run with your family tonight. Whether you're planning a meal before the game or snacks for the game, remember to include milk, cheese, and yogurt in the game plan. 3 servings a day of dairy is the right amount to help keep your body healthy. It's easy. Just look for the 3-a-day logo on your favorite calcium-rich dairy foods at your local retailer. For more information, including recipes and coupons, visit www.3aday.org. Have you had your 3-a-day today? The power of cheese.
And back at Ray Winter Field, couple of innings are in the books. Arkansas Travelers 3, Springfield Cardinals nothing. Standing in to lead off for the Cards, number 9 batter Kevin Estrada against Traveler left-hander Joe Saunders. Leadoff man reached base in the first 2 innings for the Cards. Estrada, who bat from the right side, takes low, ball 1. Estrada is the only switch hitter in the Springfield lineup today. Meanwhile, the Travs have 7 switch hits. Here's a 1-0. Swinging a ground ball, and that'll get just through the shortstop hole for a base hit. Estrada collects his 6th base hit of the series. He's been retired only once, 6 for 7, and the leadoff man is aboard for the 3rd consecutive inning. You know, the last time that Saunders pitched against Springfield on May 22nd, a 6-5 Arkansas win where Saunders got a no decision with 6 innings of work. He allowed 5 of the 6 leadoff men that he faced to reach base, so the Cardinals have a little history of getting their leadoff man aboard against him. Here's a bunt, and right on the first base line, picked up by Napoli, out at second base, and safe at first is Boyd. Fantastic play by Napoli. He saw that Boyd bunted, and he squared around pretty late. I'm not sure if he was bunting to push the runner up. And it literally died right on the chalk about a foot outside of the batter's box. Napoli pounced on it, barehands the ball, gets the out at second, 2-6. No sacrifice bunt for Boyd. It's called a fielder's choice. And you could tell from up here that Boyd was not trying to sacrifice. He was trying to get on base. And I mean, that is the main difference between sacrifice and attempting to bunt for a hit. You square around very late. So it's Mingus betting, and there goes Boyd running. The pitch is low. Here's Napoli's throw right on the money, and safe at second is Boyd. Napoli could have thrown the ball any better right at second base, but Boyd gets a good jump and steals his 7th of the year. That's the first time that Napoli has allowed a stolen base over the last 9 base stealers who have attempted against him. Count is 0-1 on Mingus, who tapped to the mound in the first. Here's a pitch. Swinging a line drive to left field. That'll get in for a hit. It'll roll past Morris, bounce up against the fence. Scoring from second is Boyd. Mingus trotting into second, just beating a throw. And that'll get Springfield's first run home as Mingus hits his 18th double, knocks in his 32nd, and he ripped a pitch that was hanging right down the middle past the left fielder Morris. So it's 3-1 Arkansas. And the Traveler lead is down to 2. Robinson Cancel now bats, right-handed DH. Hit into a double play in the first. Saunders delivers. The fastball right at the knees. The Cancel takes it, strike 1. Mingus knocks in his 3rd run of the series. Fairly balanced attack throughout the series for the Cardinals. Really, the bottom part of the order has been doing most of the damage. Cancel line the 0-1 opposite field, foul. Into the Optimist dugout, and it's 0-2. On the Cardinal DH. Cancel knocked in a couple of runs yesterday, 21 on the season. Saunders brings it set. Here's an 0-2. Fastball high and inside, ball 1. Tying run up here to the plate for the Cards. Cancel has hit 6 homers, doubled 8 times. And the Trav infield plays him straight away. Saunders ready. Here's the 1-2 pitch. Fouled straight back as Cancel got a piece of a fastball. And it remains at a ball and 2 strikes against the Cardinal DH. Cancel, formerly a prospect in the Brewers organization, got more than a handful of games with the Brew Crew a few years ago. A pretty consistent minor league catcher. Saunders another 1-2. Ball 2, a slider inside. And the count is even up. 2 balls, 2 strikes on Cancel. 3-1 Arkansas leading in the top of the 3rd. Cardinals had a couple chances to score that break through here in this inning. The 2-2, a swing and a fly ball into left center field. It's a little blooper. Coming on Chris Morris, making the running catch. And that is what Chris Morris brings to the table, is a lot of speed in the outfield. A nice running grab. I'm not sure if Reggie Willits was going to get there. And Cancel is out number 2. And Papo Bolivar comes up. With Morris back in the outfield, the Travs are back to having probably the fastest outfield in the Texas League, with Morris, Willits, and Murphy from left to right. David Gates is a fairly good outfielder, but he doesn't quite have the speed of either of these other 3. Bolivar the batter, and he takes low and in ball 1 from Saunders. Bolivar had a single in the 2nd inning. He punted through the right side of the infield. He's 3-9 in the series. And batting with a runner at second and 2 outs. Travs up 3-1. Saunders with a 1-0. Swinging a low ground ball, and it just gets into short right field. And they're going to send Mingus around. Here comes Tommy Murphy, thrown to the plate, and it's thrown behind the catcher. That'll score Mingus, and on the throw, Bolivar goes into second base, so the Traveler lead is now 3-2.
And the Cards have the tying run at second. Murphy had a good chance to throw out Mingus. His throw short hopped Napoli and bounced to the left side over his shoulder. Credit Bolivar with an RBI single, and that ball barely made it into the outfield. There is an error charge to Murphy, which gets Bolivar into second base. For Travis Hansen, their leading RBI man, who could tie the game with a base hit. First pitch on the way to Hansen, and in there for a strike on a slider, 0-1. So Springfield rallies back here in the third after the Travs had taken a 3-0 lead following the second inning. Springfield has 2 runs on 3 base hits. Hansen with an 0-1, swinging a line drive and caught at second by Alberto Callaspo. Reaches underneath his left knee to make that catch, so the Travs hold on to the lead barely here in the third. Springfield scores twice on 3 base hits. There was 1 Traveler error and 1 runner stranded. Bottom of the third coming up, and Springfield made it tighter. 3-2 Travs in front. This is the CSN Arkansas Traveler Baseball Network.
Can I help you?
Hi, I just bought a 6-pack of beer, and I think there's something missing in it. There's no taste in the beer.
There's no taste.
I was hoping maybe somebody in shipping could send me flavor. Like, I'm not trying. All I want is flavor.
Sure, there's no
Is there like a flavor distribution center in my neighborhood? I'll pick it up.
No, there are no centers.
I'll tell you what. I got some Miller Lights here. That'll do the trick. Thank you very much.
Okay.
Have a good day.
If you're going to choose on taste, choose the light beer that actually tastes like beer. Great tasting, less filling Miller Lite. Miller. Good call. Miller Brewing Company, Milwaukee, Wisconsin. Live responsibly.
Ed and I sell soft drinks at ball games, and he first told me about BC powder.
We carry big trays of drinks up and down the stadium steps. Man, it's a killer.
And with a backache, that tray feels heavier and heavier.
And the stairs are tough on your knees.
One night I was dragging, and the game wasn't half over.
I told Brian he needs the BC to stop the pain fast, because it goes to work quick.
BC stopped the pain, got me right back to work.
BC goes down easy with a soft drink, but don't tell the boss, okay?
BC, pain relief at the speed of powder. Use as directed.
Hey, imagine the following. You and the family are sitting at Ray Winder Field, top of the 6th inning. Tulsa has 2 on, nobody out. A line drives to the shortstop, diving catch, tags the runner, throws to second. Hey, it's an amazing triple play. You just won $100,000. That's right. If the Travelers turn a triple play in the 6th inning of a home game this year, one fan wins $100,000 grand. Travs triple play contest all season long. 18 and older with a valid driver's license must be present to win.
We go to the bottom of the third at Ray Winder Field with the shadows growing awfully long in central Arkansas. Got a glare off the left field fence. Infield and outfield firmly encased in the shadows on what will turn into a very, very comfortable night here at Central Arkansas's Ray Winder Field. And it's 3-2. The Travs in front of the Cardinals. Alberto Callaspo leads off. Jordan Powell throws him a curve under the knees for a ball. Callaspo, the number 2 hitter, followed by Aybar and Napoli. Callaspo walked in the first. Aybar homer to bring him in. The 1-0 pitch is a strike on the outside corner, and Callaspo took that one all the way, dropping the bat on the shoulder. Towns came through with that pitch. Here's the 1-1 to the Traveler second baseman. A swing and a chop ball over the mound. Second baseman Herr goes for it, and it's past him. Callaspo singles to start the third, and that gives us a chance to pause 10 seconds for station identification. This is CSN, the Creative Sports Radio Network, your home for Arkansas Traveler Baseball.
Little Rock's ESPN 1380, KDXE, North Little Rock.
Erick Aybar stands in. He had that home run of the first inning, his 4th of the season. And Alberto Callaspo, the runner at first, takes a very short lead. Here's a pitch bounced towards short. Could be 2, but it's kicked by the shortstop, Estrada. He recovers. Aybar beats the throw. Thank you very much, Kevin Estrada. E6 on what should have been a rather easy 6-3 double play. Aybar hit the ball, I mean a perfect double play ball. About a foot to the left of second base. Estrada coming across for the ball, just lost it right off the glove. So again, it is E6. Charge Estrada with his 9th error of the year, and the Travs
catch a break here in the third inning. 2 runners on and nobody out for Mike Napoli. From the stretch, Powell. Here comes a pitch to Mike, and a curve inside. He started off Napoli with a curve in the first inning, and it missed. This time, the very same thing. Napoli grounded out to shortstop in the first inning. He is now 2 for 5 against Jordan Powell, who's in his third start against the Travelers. 3-2 Arkansas, bottom third, no outs, and Arkansas threatening the 1-0. Fastball under the knees, and Napoli takes ball 2. I don't know how many times Napoli's been in a 2-ball count, but I think it's been quite a bit. 2-0 all the time. Takes advantage of that. He will sit on a fastball, see if Powell gives in. Here's the stretch and the 2-0 pitch. The fastball hit high and foul over the right field side and out of play. All right, Napoli got the pitch he was looking for, but Powell didn't put it right in Napoli's hitting zone. A little low and away. Count goes to 2-1. Napoli right now on a 7-game hitting streak, one of 2 hitting streaks over the last 3 weeks that has gone to 7 games. Had a 9-game streak, now 7. Hit 2 homers and knocked in 9 over the last week. A 2-1 count. Powell checks second. Here's a pitch. The curve stays high, and it's 3-1. Three balls and a strike after the high curveball. Morales on deck, and a chance he'll come up with a chance to drive in a run or 2. The 3-1, no. Powell turns to second after lifting the leg. Got a look at Callaspo. Neither of the middle infielders were all that close to him. Shortstop Estrada pretty far off the base. It's her paying attention to the base runner. Now the stretch and the 3-1. It's high and inside, and the bases are loaded on the walk to Napoli. And Kendrys Morales will come up to the plate with a chance to do some serious damage. Before Morales sees a pitch, Springfield pitching coach Blaze Ilsley will walk out to the mound for a chat with Powell, who you got to feel for him a little bit. Got an easy double play ball off Aybar's bat, and it turned into a nightmarish situation for a pitcher. Right where you expect to get a twin killing, to empty the bases and think you got 2 outs and no one on. Instead, you had 2 runners on base and nobody out. He walked Napoli, pitching to him awfully carefully. Now he faces the highly touted Kendrys Morales, who struck out in the first inning. And Kendrys looked pretty bad on that first breaking pitch that struck him out. Powell will work from the stretch. Morales will bat from the left side. Powell brings it set. First pitch on the way. Strike 1 called. Fastball on the outside corner. Morales had the bases loaded 2 times for him at single-A Rancho Cucamonga. Had 1 sacrifice fly, no hits. The 0-1. There's ball 1 under the knees, a ball and a strike on Morales. Kendrys, 21 years old, and now his listed home is in Santo Domingo, Dominican Republic. Infield looking for a double play ball. They're way off the line at third. As Powell throws the 1-1, Morales checks the swing. They'll appeal it. Did he go? No. Third base umpire Rackley puts the palms down and signals ball 2. 2 balls, 1 strike on Morales. A sort of good eye on that pitch. A tailing fastball that moved outside the plate. 2-1 the count. Base runners are Callaspo, Aybar, and Napoli from third to first. Here's the pitch. Swinging a slow ground ball to second. Coming on his Herc. He will flip underhanded to first base. Morales is out. This does score Callaspo, so the Travs are back in front by 2. Credit Morales with his first Double-A run batted in. 4-3 goes the out. The other base runners advance. Aybar to third. Napoli to second. Morales gets a couple of congratulations, not just for knocking in the run, but staying out of a double play and moving the other base runners up. Only 1 away. Murphy bats. And he's got Aybar at third, Napoli at second. He'll bat left-handed. Powell throws. Murphy swings and a rising line drive to center field. Boyd back for it to make the catch. Aybar from third tags and scores. And they're back to in front by 3. Murphy's sacrifice fly makes it 5-2. Credit Tommy with his 36th run batted in. So the Travelers have scored 2 runs on only 1 base hit, a walk, an error, a ground out, and a sac fly. Now Greg Porter will come up and look to complete the rally by bringing home Napoli, who's the only base runner left. Porter doubled and scored, never walked 3 in a game this year. He's having one of his worst starts of the season. Here's the 3-2 pitch to Porter. He walks, taking a high fastball. 2 walks in the inning. 3 walks on the game for Powell. He'd only walked 3 batters in his last 3 starts combined. So the inning continues with only 1 base hit, now 2 walks, an error, a sac fly, and a ground ball. Every plate appearance here in the 3rd inning has done something positive for the Travelers. Even Morales' ground out brought in a run. It's Elward, the batter, had an RBI double in the 2nd. Here's a fastball right at the knees. He takes strike 1. Elward had a 2-0 count in the 2nd when he yanked a grounder past 3rd for his 14th double of the season, knocking home Porter, making it 3-0. Here's the 0-1. And the runner's going a line drive over the head of Napoli as he was running with a pitch into left field for a base hit. Scoring, Napoli makes it 6-2 as Elward's knocked in a couple of runs. Mike Napoli, I don't know how he did that. That is such good base running. When you're running with a pitch, you want to take a look as the pitch is delivered for a couple of reasons. 1, you don't want to get hit with a ball. 2, you want to know if you're going to have to slide into third base. And 3, just in case it looks like the ball's going to take your head off, it's a good idea to take a look at it. Napoli ducked underneath it, continued to run, and scores with no problem. Morris, the batter now, and a swing and a slow ground ball to the hole at short, backhanded by Estrada. He holds onto the ball as Morris reaches on an infield single to reload the bases. Well, this is quite an interesting inning for the Travelers. They're going to bat around with 3 base hits and a couple of walks. Reggie Willits is the 9th batter to come to the plate in the 3rd inning. And there is action right now in the Springfield bullpen as Jeremy Cook, who was the losing pitcher on Saturday, starts to warm up his right arm. This inning started with Callaspo's single. Aybar hit a routine double play ball to the left of second base, and Kevin Estrada booted it. Napoli walked to load the bases. Morales grounded to second to bring in Callaspo. Then Murphy sac fly to center brought home Aybar. And that put the Travs back ahead by 3 runs. But ever since then, Porter walked. Elward's hit and run single brought home Napoli for the 3rd run of the inning and a 6-2 Traveler lead. And then Morris hits the ground ball where Estrada could not make a throw, and so they're loaded for Willits. Now, Willits is the best Traveler hitter with the bases loaded this year, 2 for 4, with 9 of his 17 RBIs in the season coming in bases loaded spots. Third baseman way up as he hits the first pitch up the middle and into center. Base hit. Porter, Elward coming around. Porter's home. Elward scores. The ball kicks off the mound all the way back to the screen, and that gives Willits second base. It's a 5-run rally as Willits drives in 2. And the Travelers are in front 8-2. So Porter and Elward both score. Morris ends up at third base, and on the throw that took that bounce off the pitcher's mound, went over the head of the catcher. Charge and error to the center fielder Boyd, giving Willits second base. So the inning continues. Alberto Callaspo will get his second at-bat of the inning. And it doesn't look like it is going to be against Jordan Powell. Out of the dugout is Springfield skipper Chris Maloney. And Hammer's got Cook warming up in the bullpen. He reaches out with his hand, This is not Jordan Powell's day. He is finished. 2 2/3 innings. Well, he certainly had enough to get out of the inning. Most of the runs here in the third are unearned. Jeremy Cook comes out of the bullpen. Will take a 60-second break. With the Travs up on Springfield 8-2. This is the Creative Sports Radio Network.
I heard about this company dumping toxins in local rivers, and I called their executives to say stop. But I never got through to anyone except secretary after secretary. In the meantime, the rivers are being destroyed, birds and fish are dying, and the local kids are getting sick with cancer. So I organized a huge protest, and we actually got the company shut down. And everyone starts celebrating until we realize that half the town's now unemployed. The welfare offices can barely handle the overload. People are being kicked out of their homes, and to top it all off, the rivers are still contaminated. The birds and fish are still dying, and most of the kids with cancer are twice as sick because they can't get the health care they need since their parents lost the health insurance they had when they worked for the company that dumped all the toxins in the first place.
Saving the world isn't easy, but saving a life is. And just 1 pint of blood can save up to 3 lives. Visit bloodsaves.com to learn more. This public service announcement was brought to you by the Ad Council.
Well, a rather large third inning for the Travs. They put up 5 runs and have knocked starting pitcher Jordan Powell from the ball game. Jeremy Cook comes on in relief in the third inning with 2 away. Runners at second, third, Morris and Willits on the bases. Alberto Callaspo, who started the inning with a single up the middle, takes a pitch outside for ball 1. 4 base hits in the inning. There have been 2 Springfield errors, 2 walks. Callaspo swings, pops it out of play, 1-1. So Powell gives up the 8 base hits. So far, 8 runs and still responsible for the other 2 base runners. Could give up 10 runs today. Walked a season high 3, struck out 2, gave up a home run. Really a very rough outing for Powell. 1-1 on Callaspo as Cook, a tall right-hander, throws, and Alberto hits a line drive single in a right field. Morris around third to score. Here comes Willits. Throw to the plate. He is out at home, and that finishes the inning. So it's Willits getting pegged at home plate to finally finish the rally. As the Travelers score 6 times on 5 base hits, 2 Springfield errors, and 1 runner left. Arkansas 9 and Springfield 2. We go to the third on the Creative Sports Radio Network.
Anybody ever say to you, looks like somebody's got a case of the Mondays? What are the Mondays? Are you supposed to be glum and depressed just because the work week started? What a bunch of baloney. Here at Ray Winder Field, we're going to turn Mondays into something you can look forward to. That's because the Travs and the Arkansas Democrat Gazette presents Democrat Gazette Mondays here at Ray Winder Field. Every Monday, the Travs are home. You just pick up a copy of the Democrat Gazette, and there'll be a discount coupon right in the sports section, good for $3 admission. See, Mondays aren't so bad, at least not during the baseball season. So the next time someone tells you about a case of the Mondays, grab 2 quarters, get the Democrat Gazette, and show them that the Mondays are a good thing to get. It's a $3 coupon every Monday, brought to you by the Travs and the Arkansas Democrat Gazette. Hey, fans, Bill Valentine here with a question. When was the last time you saw the Travs turn to triple play? That's right, I can't remember either. So this year, we're going to celebrate if the Travs manage to turn that trick. $100,000 to one fan if the Travs complete a triple play during the 6th inning of a home game. You got to be 18 to enter with a valid driver's license, and you must be present to win. It's the Travelers' $100,000 triple play giveaway all season long here at Ray Winder Field.
Are in the books, and it's all Arkansas. Here are the totals for Springfield: 2 runs on 6 mixed hits. Cardinals committing 2 errors, stranding 3. For the Arkansas Travelers, 9 runs on 9 base hits, 1 error, and 2 runners left. Travs have scored 9 times. Saw Ferris Bueller's Day Off yesterday. Had to get that in. Phil Elson with you on the broadcast here. Joe Saunders on the mound for the Travs. Has a 7-run lead to work with, and the first pitch of the inning is bounced up middle by Aaron Herr. Get to it in back of second, Erick Aybar, and the throw right on the money. And retires Herr. Even had a little room to spare. And that hard bouncing ball that Aybar took, not just in back of second, but about a foot into the center field grass, and had plenty of arm on the ball, so Herr is retired. He's 0 for 2. One pitch, one out for Saunders in the 4th inning. Oh, we saw that the Cardinals yesterday blew a 7-run lead after the 2nd inning. What's the other Travs do with a 7-run lead today? Saunders has a foul ball hit by Andy Schutzenhofer with the bases empty and 1 out. Line on Saunders, 3 innings, surrendering 2 runs both earned, 6 hits, struck out a batter. That was Schutzenhofer in the 2nd inning. Pitch up high, 1-1 to the Cardinal first baseman. Got to wait on how many earned runs are charged to Powell. In the 6-run 3rd inning, there's a strike to Schutzenhofer at letters, and Saunders had 1 and 2. On deck is Dan Moylan. Joe can pitch with a little less tension now. The 1-2 pitch is outside, and 2 balls and 2 strikes on Schutzenhofer. Here's the 2-2 pitch. A swing and a foul ball over the bleachers. Travs got 2 hits from Alberto Callaspo, 3rd inning, 2 singles. An RBI, a run scored. He scored 2 of the 9 runs. The 2-2, a swing and a foul back, keeps it at 2 and 2. Finish line on Powell's. The 8 hits, 3 walks, 2 strikeouts. Of the 9 runs, only 3 are earned. 2-2 to Schutzenhofer. Got him looking. Fastball on the outside corner. Saunders strikes him out. For the 2nd time today, both of Saunders' strikeouts have come against Andy Schutzenhofer. Now up to the plate is Dan Moylan. Moylan also left-handed, grounded to the mound of second. First pitch, a fastball on the outside corner, and now Saunders pitching with some confidence. You get a 7-run lead, you like to see confidence. Here's the 0-1, and it's inside, a ball and a strike. Travs yesterday, they certainly scored enough runs to win. 7 runs, 13 hits, continue hitting today. The 1-1. Moylan looks at a strike on the outside corner. Doesn't like the call. Moylan will readjust his batting gloves while talking with Flynn player Stephen Fritzoni. And now the Springfield catcher stands back in with 2 outs and no one on. Morales deep at first. Here's the pitch. Ball 2. That one missed out of the strike zone, though it looked like it might have clipped the outside corner. Today, now the Travs just need to make sure that they make the plays. 2-2 pitch. Ball outside, very close on a curve, and we go full. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Hey, look how the Travs lost yesterday's game. Yes, there were the 13 runs that were allowed, but they also committed 4 errors. Gave up 4 unearned runs. Foul ball by Moylan over the bleachers at third, still 3 and 2. One other thing that disabled Arkansas's effort was the 3 walks that Traveler relievers offered up in the first 3 hitters of 5th inning. All of them scored. That turned out to be the game-winning rally for Springfield. The 3-2 sliced in the air to left field. Morris waiting for it to make the catch. And Saunders pitches a perfect 4th inning. Nice jump by Joe. After the Travs put up a 6 spot, Saunders puts up a 0. Bottom of the 4th coming up, and it's Arkansas 9, Springfield 2. This is the CSN Arkansas Traveler Baseball Network.
Pig and Chick has always given you and your family the best choices in great food. Many of you are now watching those carbs, and although the Pig and Chick has always offered low-carb items, there's now a special low-carb menu featuring items with the same great taste Pig and Chick is famous for. Of course, you'll still find those great Pig and Chick ribs, barbecue sandwiches, catfish, gourmet sandwiches, chicken, steaks, and more. Bring the whole family for a relaxing dinner. In a hurry, get it to go. Pig and Chick, 7824 Highway 107 in Sherwood. Open 10:30 a.m. till 9 p.m. Monday through Saturday.
I never wanted a Coke so bad in my life. Like the time I went on a shop plea-ropathon with my girlfriend. So there I am pinballing from store to store across the vast expanse of this mega mall, forced to give my opinion on her clothing choices, which she promptly... I think it was from all the, yeah, that looks great, honey, but I was parched. Only one thing was going to unparch me. A Coke. I would have cried, but I couldn't spare the fluid. So next time I go shopping, it'll be online. Coca-Cola. Make it real.
Did you know that more than 250 Arkansans are currently awaiting an organ transplant? And did you know that every 16 minutes, a new name is added to the organ transplant waiting list? You can help to reduce these numbers by registering to become an organ donor. Call the Arkansas Regional Organ Recovery Agency at 866-660-5433 or visit the Aurora website at www.arora.org to learn more. Become an organ donor. Give hope.
We got a game going into the bottom of the fourth inning here at Ray Winder Field with Arkansas ahead of Springfield 9-2. Travs finished a 6-run rally in the third inning with Erick Aybar reaching on the most critical play of the inning with a routine double play ball to shortstop. Kevin Estrada booted the ball, and that opened up the floodgates. Without that error, I don't think the Travs even score one run in the third. Aybar homered in this first inning. He's got 2 RBIs, scoring twice today. First pitch from Jeremy Cook is outside, ball 1. Cook is 6'6" at 235 pounds. The 1-0 to Aybar. There's on the inside corner a strike, and it's 1-1. So you had Powell, the 6'8" starter, replaced by another power forward. Here's the 1-1. That's high in as Aybar turns away from the pitch, puts the bat very high, 2-1. Napoli is on deck, then Kendrys Morales. The 2-1, swinging a foul ball in the air over the third base bleachers. 2 balls, 2 strikes. We saw Cook pitch on Saturday here in Little Rock. Travs rallied back in the 9th inning to defeat Cook with Ryan Leahy getting the game-winning hit. A 2-2 pitch, swinging a foul into the dugout at first. A pitch down and low to Aybar, low and in, I should say. Went after it. Cook making his 5th outing out of the bullpen after starting the season in the rotation 10 starts. 2-2 pitch is high and outside, 3-2. Cook's final start, however, was May 25th in Midland, surrendered 10 runs in 2 2/3. The 3-2 from the right field line. Aybar swinging early, hits it to his own bullpen in the right field corner, and the count stays full. Travs had seen Cook start on opening day, and he got a no decision. Travs, of course, won that ball game for Springfield 6-5. There's Aybar with a line drive, base hit into right field, and Aybar is 2 for 3, and the leadoff man is aboard for the 3rd time in 4 innings. Base hit number 10 for the Travs. Already with 10 base hits, we're only in the 4th. So Cook, who came on to replace Powell in the 3rd inning with 2 outs and 2 on, gave up the RBI single to Callaspo. Only reason Cook got out of the inning was that Willits was thrown out at the plate. So Cook has faced 2 hitters and given 2 hits. Napoli now stands in. He grounded out in the 1st, walked and scored in the 3rd inning. Pitch under the knees for ball 1. Cook is just one of a couple of former starting pitchers for Springfield. They're now in the bullpen. Oscar Alvarez, who got the victory yesterday, started the year in the rotation, now pitching out of the pen. Napoli with a high fly to left center. Hits it very high, not very deep. Bolivar is underneath it with a few steps back. Makes the catch. Aybar holds it first. So Napoli is 0 for 2. And now Kendrys Morales comes up. He also is 0 for 2 in his first game at Double-A. There's always a little bit of more anticipation when there's a guy that came from more of a secretive country in Cuba. Of course, he had to defect. Everybody hears stories about rafts, boats, rickety ships taking him to other areas in the Caribbean. Morales looking at a pitch outside for ball 1. The fact of the matter is that this is nothing more than just a very talented baseball player. Some hit and miss guy come out of Cuba. He hit the hit every once in a while, like Juan Hernandez or El Duque, who had very much success in the major leagues. Then there's the misses, such as Rene Aroca. There goes Aybar running. Pitch swung on and missed. Here's the throw to second. He's eighth. Aybar stealing second, his 18th base steal season. 1-1 on Morales as he swung through a curveball. One away. Morales is struck out and grounded out. You know, Morales was banned from playing baseball in Cuba last year. The government had banned him because the government thought that he was attempting to defect. He was not allowed to play baseball last year. Turned out that, at least this is coming from Morales himself, he said that the reason that he did defect was that they banned him from playing. He wasn't trying to defect originally. 1-1, a swing and a miss. Morales has looked pretty bad in a couple of breaking pitches. I understand he hits the fastball pretty well, and he goes up from single A to double A. And of course, we talk about the jump in pitching ability between those two levels. Breaking pitch is a little better here. The 1-2, fastball low and inside, and he backs off the plate. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Morales played 2 years in the Cuban National League with the Industrialists. 21 home runs in his first season, was named Rookie of the Year. 2-2 to Morales. A swing and a ground ball foul, hit outside first as Cook comes on his hands. Still 2-2. McKendry gained most of his, I wouldn't use the word notoriety, but people talking about him, understanding that this is probably a guy that, if he defected, would warrant a major league contract, was during the time spent with the Cuban national team. Even pitched for a Cuban team in the Pan American game. Jeremy Cook, the pitcher, takes a long stretch. Here's the pitch. Change up. Morales fouls it. And it remains at 2-2. Travelers 9. The Cardinals 2 here in the bottom of the 4th as the sun has set. Twilight comes out. Light taking their full effect. Travs have scored in every inning so far. 2 runs in the first, 1 in the second, 6 runs in the third. The 2-2, a swing and a hard ground ball, a diving stop at first by Schutzenhofer. He'll beat Morales to the bag, and that is out number 2 with Aybar reaching third, and Morales just had his first Double-A base hit robbed from him on a standout play by the Cardinal first baseman. So Kendry is 0 for 3. Aybar at third base now for Tommy Murphy. Murphy is 0 for 1 with a sacrifice and a sac fly in the third, which brought home Arkansas's second run of the third inning. He'll bat from the left side. Stretch by Cook. Here's a pitch. Swinging a pop-up behind the plate. That'll get on the roof on top of the press box. The count is 0-1 on Murphy. Murphy yesterday 2 for 5. Couple of infield hits. Tommy Murphy now is tied with Reggie Willits with 13 infield base hits. The 0-1. A swing and another pop-up, this time over third base and into the seats. Second to last row in the bleachers. A couple of fans out there weren't quite ready for that ball to land right at their feet. They don't even get the baseball. Ball bounced over their heads after it kicked in front of them. 0-2 on Murphy. 2 away. First and second open. Here's the pitch. Fastball inside. And it's 1-2 on Murphy. Cook reads the signs. Here's the 1-2. Swinging a drive, foul to right field. Home run distance is that ball. Hits the screen about 100 feet in foul territory. Not straight enough. Still 1-2. Erick Aybar at third. He's had a single, a steal, went to third on the ground out. The 1-2. Swinging a line drive, base hit to the corner in left field. And that'll score Aybar. Murphy trying for second as Bolivar cuts the ball off. Murphy is safe at second base. A sliding double makes it 10-2. Murphy's 11th double. And he's knocked in a couple of runs, and now the Travs have scored in all 4 innings. A clean 10 runs for the Travelers, and we're not even yet through the 4th inning. First time this month, Travs go to double digits in runs scored. Porter now bats. Greg takes a strike, 0-1. In his 2 plate appearances, Porter has doubled and walked, scoring 2 runs. Murphy at second. Cook kicks the leg and looks him back to second base. No throw. 28 runs batted in on the year for Porter. The 0-1, a swing and a high fly ball to deep right center field. The outfielders can't seem to find it. Now the right fielder Mingus does. And in the right field gap, he'll make the catch. Travs are finished in the 4th, but not before they bring home another run on 2 hits, leaving 1 runner on base. 4 innings complete. It's the Travelers 10 and the Cardinals 2. This is the CSN Arkansas Traveler Baseball Network.
If you or a family member is currently without any medical coverage, here's important information. Qualified Health now offers a nationwide medical savings program. The program includes access to hospitals, doctors, dentists, even lab work and prescriptions. To receive free information on this medical savings program that has no restrictions, call toll-free 1-888-900-8009. All your medical needs are included, even on pre-existing conditions. The program also includes $2,000 access coverage for the added security you need in today's health environment. You'll receive a primary care provider directory, explanation of program, terms, and conditions, everything you need to answer your questions and sign up for this complete medical savings program. The Qualified Health National Medical Savings Program. Value to you and your family. Get all the information. Call 1-888-900-8009. That's 1-888-900-8009. If you have no medical coverage, call Qualified Health right now. 1-888-900-8009.
Your children get just as frustrated when you won't listen to them
Those things on the side of your head aren't turn-ups.
as you do when they won't listen to you.
Don't you understand English?
Studies show when parents listen, children are more likely to avoid alcohol and drugs.
Now sit down here and tell me all about it.
When you really listen, love is what they'll hear.
Thank you for sharing that with me.
From the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints. For more tips on strengthening your family, visit family.mormon.org.
To learn more about the Jim Elder Good Sport Fund, go to www.jimelder.org.
Four innings complete. Arkansas ahead by 8 runs, 10-2. 11 base hits for the Travs, only 6 for the Cardinals. Traveler starter Joe Saunders retired the side in order in the 4th inning, his easiest inning of the game, and the number 9 batter Kevin Estrada leads off. Takes the first pitch down the middle from Saunders, strike 1. Estrada singled in the 3rd, is 6 for 7 in the series. Switch hitter batting right-handed, opens the stance. The 0-1, swinging a fly ball to center. Coming in is Willits. A few steps towards right field now, makes the catch, and Estrada is retired. That's 5 in a row. Let's look at some scores around the Texas League. We got the doubleheader at Wichita. Tulsa uses a 7-run 4th inning in Game 1 to take an 8-7 lead. They're in the bottom of the 5th. Corey Slavic has gone deep for the Drillers. Wow, Slavic homered against a team not called Arkansas. It's only his 2nd against other teams and his 6th on the year. Top of the order now for the Cardinals. Sean Boyd takes ball 1, low and outside, right-handed center fielder, at an infield single in the 1st. Fielder's choice in the 3rd. Scored a run in the 3rd inning. The 1-0 pitch is low and away, ball 2. Second game in Wichita, of course, hasn't started yet. It'll start about 30 minutes after, but wow, they're going to be there for a while. Got a whole second game to play. The 2-0 to Boyd. A strike at the knees makes it 2-1. Bottom of the 5th in Midland. Frisco and Midland traded first inning runs and still tied 1 apiece. 2-1 to Boyd. Ball 3 inside, 3-1. Corpus Christi trails San Antonio 1-0. And the top of the fourth inning at Wolf Municipal Stadium. The 3-1 to Boyd in there, called strike two, a backdoor slider, and he's full. Into the Major League scores in a minute. Should have all the games in progress except for the game in Anaheim. The Angels are hosting the Washington Nationals, who are on a 10-game winning streak. Saunders, 3-2 on Boyd. Here is the pitch. Swing and a miss on a high fastball. He strikes out his third of the game. Two gone in the fifth. And Saunders now has set down 6 in a row. Angels put Paul Bird on the mound today against Esteban Loaiza. Here's a pitch to Tyler Mingus, high and outside, ball one. Mingus is 1 for 2, a grounder to the mound of the first, an RBI double in the third, and scored Springfield's second run. Saunders 1-0 delivery. Swinging a drive deep to left field. Morris going back for it at the warning track. Right up against the fence. He makes the catch, and the inning is over. Oh, Mingus put a charge into the ball, not much wind, nothing blowing it out, nothing blowing it in. That's 7 set down in a row by Saunders, and we've gone halfway through the game. Arkansas Travelers 10, Springfield Cardinals 2. This is the CSN Arkansas Traveler Baseball Network.
Junior Banana Split. Sonic's got it, others don't. Right now, treat yourself to Sonic's 99-cent Junior Banana Split. It's almost half the size, but with all the taste, for just 99 cents. Try one today, or to satisfy your late-night cravings, try one tonight. Because Sonic's open till at least midnight all summer long. The 99-cent Junior Banana Split at participating Sonic drive-ins. It's not just good, it's Sonic good.
Brewery, can I help you?
Hi, I just bought a 6-pack of your beer, and I think there's something missing in it. There's no taste in the beer.
There's no taste?
I was hoping maybe somebody in shipping could send me flavor. Like, I'm not trying, all I want is flavor.
Sure, there's no
Is there like a flavor distribution center in my neighborhood? I'll pick it up.
No, there's no centers.
I'll tell you what, I got some Miller Lights here. That'll do the trick. Thank you very much.
Okay.
Have a good day.
If you're going to choose on taste, choose the light beer that actually tastes like beer. Great tasting, less filling Miller Lite. Miller. Good call. Miller Brewing Company, Milwaukee, Wisconsin. Live responsibly.
Get out today and hit the links. Stone Links. Stone Links Golf Course is rated as one of the best public courses in the state. Sporting beautiful bent grass greens, plus lush fairways and tees. Stone Links has matured over the past 3 years into a true test of golf. Stone Links features reasonable green speed and 18 lake-style holes located 1 mile off I-440 on Faulkner Lake Road. Call 945-0945 for Stone Links or visit online at stonelinks.net.
Trav's up in the bottom of the fifth inning with Mike Elward leading off. Takes the first pitch for a ball outside from Jeremy Cook. It's Arkansas 10 and Springfield 2. Elward's knocked in runs with a double and a single. Pitch high and in, 2 balls, no strikes on the Traveler 8-hitter. Only a couple of Travs don't have base hits today. Of course, Elward not one of them as he smacks the ball in the air to right field. Pretty high, very shallow coming on is Mingus. And he brings it in for the out, 1 gone. The only Travs without a base hit today are Mike Napoli, who's 0 for 2 with a walk, and Kendrys Morales, who's 0 for 3 with a run batted in. Chris Morris comes in. He had an infield single as part of that rally in the third inning where the Travs took a 3-2 lead and extended it to 9-3. Scored on the Alberto Callaspo single. Here's a pitch from Cook, high and in, ball 1. Morris struck out in the second. He's 1 for 2, bat left-handed against the tall right-hander Cook. Here's the 1-0. Score a run for the first time today. Travs scoring in every one of the first 4 innings. Now Chris Morris, the runner at first with 2 outs. And Arkansas second baseman Alberto Callaspo looking for a 3-hit game. Already 2 for 2. His 28th game with at least 2 base hits. He's had 5 games with 3 hits. Pitch on the way, takes all the way, down low, ball 1. Alberto now with 80 base hits, leading the Travelers, and he's 3 base hits behind Andre Ethier of Midland for the league lead. The 1-0 pitch on the outside corner and a strike called, 1-1. Travs up 10-2 here in the bottom of the fifth. Callaspo has scored 2 of the runs and knocked in another. Morris a short lead. The pitch, swinging a fly ball over left field, and Bolivar hustling towards the foul line. He'll make the catch, then cross foul. And the fifth inning is over. Travs do not score for the first time today. No runs, 1 hit, 1 left on. 5 innings complete at Raywinder Field. It's the Arkansas Travelers 10, the Springfield Cardinals 2. Now these words on CSN from Settle Office Products.
When it comes to a full line of office products, the name is Settle Office Products, 4412 MacArthur Drive in North Little Rock. They've been in business on MacArthur Drive for 23 years. They get free delivery anywhere in Central Arkansas. They have office furniture, office supplies, scratch and dent furniture, and they're family owned and operated. Give them a call today at 758-1050 or see them on the website at www.settleofficepro.com. Dreams makes the best reality. And the reality is that the Honda Ridgeline is here at Bale Honda, 13101 Chenal Parkway in Little Rock. It's tough as nails and rugged from top to bottom. The all-new 2006 Honda Ridgeline features a rigid closed-box frame with unit body construction and fully independent suspension for confident handling. The Honda Ridgeline with full features. Come see it today and drive it away tonight at Bale Honda, 13101 Chenal Parkway in Little Rock. Bale Honda, making your life's drive a little bit smoother. Why do people statewide across the state of Arkansas like CSN? Here's Gary Coates, General Manager and owner of affiliate KBJT in Fordyce.
Well, I like it because it's Arkansas-oriented. You know, the things that that CSN carries are always, from within the state, and for the most part, and it's a real big help to our broadcast schedule.
CSN now in her 27th year.
5 innings complete here in Little Rock. It's Arkansas over Springfield 10-2. And on the mound for the Travs, Joe Saunders, pitching pretty well so far. Robinson Cancel leads off with a line drive single into right field on the first pitch. There's one trend on Saunders today. It's the leadoff man getting aboard. That's the third one to reach in 6 innings. Actually, that's the fourth leadoff man to reach in 6 innings. Now surrendered 7 base hits, 5+ innings, and works to Pampo Bolivar, who has singled 2 times. Pitch on the way to the right-handed Bolivar, swinging a high fly to center, charging in Willits, underneath it now. And he makes a routine catch, and there's one away. Bolivar retired for the first time, and Robinson Cancel now 1 for 3, back to the bench. Continuing the scores around the major leagues, they're in the bottom of the 6th inning in Chicago, and the Arizona Diamondbacks lead the White Sox 8-1. D-backs getting home runs from Chris Snyder, a former El Paso Diablo. Luis Gonzalez, Sean Green, Troy Gloss. Gloss with 15. Here's Hansen, left-handed batting third baseman, takes ball 1 in the dirt. Dug out by Napoli. 1-0. Hansen is 1 for 2 with a single to center in the 2nd inning. And he lined out to Callaspo in 3rd. Back when the Cardinals had a chance to tie the game. 1-0 the count. Saunders throws. Hansen swings, bounces it foul outside first base. Morales sees the Springfield first base coach make the play. That's Cody Harther, who's a reserve today. 1 ball, 1 strike. Travs are up 3-0 after 2 innings, and then Springfield came back in the 3rd with 2 runs. Pampo Bolivar knocked in the 2nd, went to 2nd on a throwing error by Tommy Murphy, and he was stranded. And Hansen lined out to Callaspo. A curveball is outside, 2-1. Those are all the games in the American League ballparks. Of course, the Angels hosting the Nationals later today. Saunders throws the 2-1, and it is flied over 3rd. Down the left field line, Morris running after it into foul territory. In the bullpen, he makes the catch, braces himself, and rolls up against the fence. Nice grab by Morris. He has shown good speed to both sides. It looks like that ankle is perfectly healed. 2 outs. Hansen now 1 for 3, and Aaron Herr coming up. The only game in a National League ballpark today is between the Cubs and the Marlins, and it is all Florida. 8-1 Marlins lead thanks to a fifth-inning, 7-run rally. Here's a delivery to Aaron Herr, and outside, ball one. Herr is 0 for 2 with a fly ball to right, a ground ball to short. Saunders throws him a pitch inside, and it's 2-0. Trav is up 10-2 on the Springfield Cardinals. Top of the sixth inning, Herr is fly to right, grounded to short after going 3 for 6 in the first 2 games. 2-0 pitch, a smack line drive to center for a base hit. Cancel pulls up at second. Willits bobbles the ball. That'll give Cancel third. Throw now goes to second base, and the Cardinals have runners at the corners with 2 outs. No error charged to Willits, as Cancel goes first to third on the base hit. And now Andy Schutzenhofer will come up to the plate, striking out in his first at-bats. Saunders has handled the only lefties in the lineup pretty well. Hansen, Schutzenhofer, Moylan. A combined 1 for 7. Here's the first pitch to Schutzenhofer. Inside, ball one. I mentioned that Marlins 8-1 lead at Chicago. Paul LaDuca 2 RBIs, Cabrera a couple of RBIs, Alex Gonzalez is knocked in 2. Here's the 1-0 pitch. Swinging a foul ball over the bleachers at third. And we go to 1-1. Dontrell Willits pitching for the Marlins has struck out 3 in 5 innings, surrendering only 6 base hits and 1 run. And the D-Train looks like he's pretty good for what would be his Major League best 11th win. Roy Halladay got his 10th win today, but Willits has already been at 10. 1-1 the count. Here's a pitch. Schutzenhofer takes it high, and it's 2-1. Speaking of the Angels, you mentioned that they're hosting the Nationals later today. Irvin Santana should pitch tomorrow for the Angels. The 2-1 is low, and a 3-1. That means Irvin Santana in his 3 Major League starts will face the Indians, a team that's not doing very well this year, but then the White Sox, who at the time of Irvin's performance against them had the best record in baseball, and then he's going to go up against the Nationals, who've won 10 in a row and have streaked into first place in the NL East. Here's the 3-1 to Schutzenhofer, a swing and a foul ball that hits the lights over the bleachers and bounces behind the bleachers, and the count goes full. So how about that for Santana? You get right up to the major leagues, and you're facing 2 of the best teams in baseball. There was a shutout his last time out. We'll see what he does tomorrow. Here's the 3-2. A swing and a pop-up. This one right on the infield. Third baseman Porter camping underneath it. Now in foul territory. He's got it. And the Cardinals are finished in the 6th inning. No runs, 2 hits, 2 runners left. We'll go to the bottom of the 6th inning. It's the Arkansas Travelers 10 and the Springfield Cardinals 2. And this is the CSN Arkansas Traveler Baseball Network.
Fact. Only Gwatney Chevrolet in Jacksonville offers a 3,000-mile warranty on every used vehicle. Fact. Only Gwatney Chevrolet puts a brand new set of tires on every used vehicle. Fact. Only Gwatney Chevrolet puts a bed liner in every used truck. Fact. Only Gwatney Chevrolet offers a certificate of assurance that every used vehicle is good enough for a mom to drive. Fact. Only at Gwatney Chevrolet will you get the car smell without the new car price. Fact. Gwatney Chevrolet in Jacksonville is the only place to shop for new and used.
Accident involving a large truck can cause a lot of damage. If you're injured, you need a law firm that knows what they're doing. While facts differ and results vary, we've got a verdict as large as $12.5 million in a single tractor-trailer case. Put this experience on your side. Call us at Gary Eubanks & Associates. We'll win your case, or you don't owe us a dime.
Ameripride Services is the linen and apparel company to get your team into a professional uniform program. Ameripride features a wide range of high-quality custom programs for the manufacturing industry, hospitality and food service, medical or dental uniforms, and professional and executive wear. Call 664-5575 to schedule a presentation with an Ameripride consultant. Also specializing in the finest quality table linens, rental mats, and restroom services. Call 664-5575 for Ameripride, the official garment supplier of the Arkansas Travelers.
Bottom of the sixth inning here in Little Rock. It's Arkansas over Springfield 10-2. And Erick Aybar standing into the batter's box in search of his third base hit. Jeremy Cook is pitching in his third inning and delivers a pitch to Aybar outside. Aybar gave the Traps their first 2 runs with a home run in the first inning. Reached on Estrada's huge error in the third, later scored. Here's a pitch hit in the air to shallow center. Long run in for Boyd, and he dives in shallow center field and makes the catch. Very nice grab by Boyd. Takes away a hit from Aybar. Aybar had also singled and scored in the fourth inning, so this is the first time not only that he's retired, but the first time that he's not going to score. Mike Napoli coming up next. We're back to Aybar in a little bit. He's now scored 12 runs in his last 8 games. There's a lot about his base stealing these days. He's stolen 6 consecutive bases and getting on base a lot more. Here's Napoli with a shot to the gap in left center field. That is in for a hit, and off he goes to the races. Rolls all the way to the Rock Creek side. He will pull up at second with a stand-up double. And now the only Traveler without a hit today is Kendrys Morales in his Double-A debut. And here comes Morales up to the plate. Kendrys, in his first game at Double-A, struck out in the first inning, grounded out in the third, bringing home a run as the bases loaded and hit a weak ground ball to second. End of the fourth inning, he almost got his first Double-A hit, but Andy Schutzenhofer dove behind the bag at first, made a very nice play. Runner at second is Napoli. Morales batting from the left side. Here's a pitch. Fastball fouled away in the air, and out of play at the North Point Volvo patio. Count is 0-1 on Morales. Cook doing a fairly decent job out of the bullpen. He has given up 5 base hits. Struck out one run so far. Here's an 0-1 pitch. Swing and a miss on a slider. That's a wild cut by Morales. 0-2. On deck is Arkansas right fielder Tommy Murphy. Stretch a pitch. Swing and a miss. A change up in the dirt. Morales will jog down towards first as the catcher Moreland recovers the ball and throws him out. Second time Morales is struck out, and he's 0 for 4. This will bring up Tommy Murphy. So it looks like Morales has some trouble with the off-speed pitches, but you know what? A lot of 21-year-olds do. It'll take some adjustment here at Double-A. Might be a little while, but eventually he's going to start hitting the ball here. Standing in now is Murphy, who had an RBI double in the fourth, a sac fly in the third, and a ground out in the second. He's 1 for 2, 2 RBIs. Hit first pitch to him. Fastball on the inside corner, under the fist, strike 1. Travs up 10-2 here in the bottom 6th inning, an 8-run cushion. The 0-1, a high fastball, a swing and a miss by Murphy, and it's 0-2. Cook going to keep the Travelers off scoreboard for the second inning in a row after the Travs put up a run in the first 4. Stretch by Cook, the 0-2. That fastball is taken high for ball 1. Napoli taking the lead from second. The pitch under the knees on a changeup. And Murphy has evened the count at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Feeling seems to be the Travs have put this game away already. Springfield only bringing home 2 runs off Saunders. 2-2, fouled the ball over the third base roof. Yesterday, we even talked about it after Springfield put up 7 runs in the second inning. It was so early that the Travs still had a chance to come back. Couldn't come back from that second deficit of 6 runs. By that time, it was already the 7th inning. 2-2 pitch in the dirt. Bounces away from Moreland. There goes Napoli for third on the wild pitch. Breaking ball from Cook was 3 feet in front of the plate. 3 balls, 2 strikes, and 2 outs. Tommy Murphy at the plate, and Greg Porter on deck. Cook with the hands together, and he throws. Murphy swings a hard grounder to her at second. Up with the ball, throwing to first, and the inning is over. Travs do not score here in the 6th inning, leaving Napoli on base. He had the only hit of the inning. And there are 6 innings in the books in Little Rock. It's the Travelers 10 and the Cardinals 2. This is the CSN Travs Radio Network.
Faucets leaking, termites feasting, fish and tackle, paints and spackle, tubs, jacuzzis, tapes and movies, everything from A to Z. Tile and lumber, tons of plumbers, elevators, coffee makers, radiators, party favors. Take a look and you'll see. Let your fingers walk into the other book, not the other book. Fences, gates, inline skates, artists, posers, florists, grocers, water coolers, bakers, jewelers, everything from A to Z. Duct tape, landscape, sit down mowers, dentists, faulty uppers, lowers, wholesale, retail, Bombay, white whale. Take a look and you'll see. Let your fingers walk into the other book. Let your fingers walk into the other book, not the other book.
To place your ad at people's fingertips, call 1-800-YELLOW. Yellow Book, not the other book.
Go your own way. National Car Rental. Take a one-tank trip and discover Arkansas. National's great weekend special is just what you need for a trip to the Ozarks. Or get your friends together and rent a minivan to historic Eureka Springs. National offers a wide choice of sizes and styles, from luxury cars, vans, and sport utility vehicles. Unlimited mileage rates are available. National Car Rental has 2 convenient locations, Little Rock Airport and North Little Rock at 3990 Clock Avenue. National Car Rentals and in the Yellow Pages. Go your own way with National Car Rental.
It's time for a reintroduction to one of your close friends. A friend who supported you through many a spring-summer night over the years, and you never have to go searching for him. He's always in the same spot along the third base line. Baseball fans, reintroducing the Ray Winder Field Bleachers. The Bleachers are the place to gather with your other friends to catch exciting Arkansas Travelers baseball. And at just $6 a ticket, they're no place friendlier. Call the Travs at 664-1555 or visit Travs.com.
Leading off in the top of the 7th inning is Dan Moreland, and takes a pitch inside from Joe Saunders. Next pitch already fouled away. It's 1-1 on Moreland. Moreland, the number 8 bat, leading off here in the 7th. It's 10-2. Travs in front of the Cardinals. Joe Saunders through 6 innings has surrendered 8 hits, couple of runs both earned. He has struck out 3, walking none. Moreland left-hander is 0 for 2. Here's a pitch. Bouncer back to the mound. Saunders lays it. He'll run a third of the way to the first. An underhand flip to Morales for the out. Moreland is 0 for 3. Total boards for Springfield. 2 runs, 8 hits, 2 errors. Cards have stranded 5. And the Travelers with 10 runs on 13 hits with 1 error. And Arkansas has also stranded 5. Big difference here. Travs scored a run in each of the first 4 innings. A 6-run third inning rally. Estrada, the batter, number 9 man, takes low from Saunders, ball 1. Estrada singled in the third. Forced out at second here. A bouncing ball to Porter. Coming in for it. Got it. And from the infield grass, throws on. Retires Estrada. 5-3. Saunders reporting 2 outs here in the 7th inning. He's on 6 2/3. His longest outing of the season is a 7-inning complete game and a doubleheader victory over San Antonio on May the 1st. Other than that, Saunders has usually been good for at least 6 innings. And he's going into the 7th today. First pitch to Sean Boyd is way above everybody and all the way to the screen, ball 1. Boyd had an infield single in the first. Had that bunt in the 3rd inning where Napoli made a nice play and threw out the runner at second. Scored one of the Springfield runs in the 3rd inning and then struck out of the 5th. Saunders' 1-0 pitch is low and in, ball 2. Right now, there isn't a single pitcher warming up in the bullpen. They are pretty quiet out there today. Saunders hasn't given them any reason to warm up. The 2-0 pitch. Swinging a ground ball. Porter makes the play back of third. Backhand. Gets the throws low, and Morales stretches to make the play. So 5-3 in the 7th inning. Saunders sets up 3, puts down 3. Time for the 7th inning stretch at Ray Winder Field. It's the Arkansas Travelers 10 and the Springfield Cardinals 2. This is the Creative Sports Radio Network.
New Mobile Clean 5000 protects critical engine parts for 5,000 miles, guaranteed. And it's got 16% more cleaning agent to prevent sludge and harmful deposits. In fact, Mobile Clean 5000 is so effective, we could think of 5,000 reasons to try it. But since there isn't time, we'll just give you one. Right now, the first 5,000 people to visit mobileoil.com will get 5 free quarts of Mobile Clean 5000. Mobile Clean 5000. The oil that's changing oil. Visit mobileoil.com for more details.
If you've tried getting tickets for your favorite sporting event only to find there's no tickets available, then you need Ticket City. Log on to TotalSports1380.com and click on the Ticket City banner. Ticket City is your one-stop source for the hottest sporting events like college football, the NFL, NBA, Major League Baseball, golf, NASCAR, and more. Plus, Ticket City has tickets for concerts, Broadway, and Las Vegas shows. Log on to TotalSports1380.com and click on the Ticket City banner. Ticket City has your tickets, and Ticket City has a 200% money-back guarantee and the latest online security features. Tickets are displayed in real time. That means if tickets to your event are listed, you can be sure they're in stock and ready for you. See for yourself. Log on to TotalSports1380.com and click on the Ticket City banner or call 1-800-SOLD-OUT. Your tickets are waiting for you at Ticket City. Log on to TotalSports1380.com and click on the Ticket City banner. When you can't get tickets, Ticket City and Little Rock ESPN 1380 are your ticket link.
Log on to helpcommunity.org or call 877-KIDS-313 and be an influence on the kids in your community. Brought to you by the Office of National Drug Control Policy and the Ad Council. We have stretched them at Ray Winder Field. It's the bottom of the 7th inning, and the Travs up on the Cardinals 10-2. It'll be Greg Porter leading off against Jeremy Cook. Pitched well over his 3 1/3 innings, and Porter smacks a foul ball over the third base seats for strike 1. Porter, Elward, and Morris to bat in the 7th for the Travs. Porter is 1 for 2 at a second inning double and scored. Walked in the 3rd and scored, and fly to right field in the 4th. Cook throws low, and it's 1 on Porter. Cook in 3 1/3 inning has surrendered 1 run earned. He has given up 5 base hits, struck out 2, no walks. Pitch throwing into Porter, 2 balls, 1 strike. 2-8-2 for Springfield, 10-13-1 for Arkansas. The 2-1 to Porter, a bouncing ball up the middle, and past the diving second base for her, and Greg Porter collects his second base hit of the game. He's 2 for 3. That's base hit number 14 for the Arkansas Travelers. Still, the only one without a base hit is Kendrys Morales in his Double-A debut. Heading in now is Elward. He had a couple of hits. RBI double in the 2nd, RBI single in the 3rd. Elward's only time recorded out was a fly ball to right field in the 5th. Jeremy Cook's first pitch is a fastball on the inside corner, strike 1. There's some action in the Springfield bullpen now. Left-handed pitcher Anthony Ferrari warming up the engine. The 0-1. Swinging a pop-up to the roof at first, 0-2 on Elward. Chris Morris is on deck. Very balanced attack for the Travs today. You don't really have just one player who's dominating this game. Basically, it's just the whole team that is dominating this game. Willits, Callaspo, Aybar, Elward, Porter, and Morris, each with 2 base hits apiece. 0-2 to Elward. Slider outside. Ball 1. Aybar, you could say, is leading the offense. It's the only home run for the Travs. He has scored 3 times. And then again, Joe Saunders has thrown 7 pretty effective innings. A 1-2 pitch, high and inside. It's 2-2. Runner at first is Porter, and they're not holding him on now with nobody out. Here's the pitch. A swing and a bouncing ball to the mound, played by Cook. He'll throw to second, 1 out. Hurst throw to first is offline, but caught by Schutzenhofer off the base. and he tags Elward on the helmet to complete the double play. 1-4-3. With Schutzenhofer making a very nice play. Hur's throw wasn't necessarily wild. It pulled Schutzenhofer down the first baseline towards the plate. And he caught that ball and might have tagged Elward in the face. He ran right into the glove. 2 outs and no on for the number 9 batter, Chris Morris. He's got a couple of hits. A run scored. He'll bat left-handed as Cook throws. Morris is jammed and fouls it away. Strike 1. Fans, tomorrow night at Ray Winter Field is Exxon Family Night. Discount tickets available at Exxon gas station for tomorrow's game. And it is a bingo night. Morris a pop-up on the right side of the infield. Underneath it, Schutzenhofer. Herr calls him off, and the second baseman comes on and one-hands it. And that ends the Travelers' 7th inning. So they go without a run for the 3rd consecutive inning with 1 base hit, nobody left. And 7 innings are complete at Ray Winter Field. It's all Travelers. 10-2 the score. We'll go to the 8th. On the Creative Sports Radio Network, and now these words from the Air Force.
College isn't cheap. In fact, it can be downright expensive. But the Air Force has a way for you to get that college education. If you attend classes while on active duty, we'll pay up to 100% of your tuition. And you could have more than $35,000 for school waiting for you through the GI Bill. For more information, call 1-800-423-USAF or log on to airforce.com. This message brought to you by the U.S. Air Force and this station.
In the Texas League All-Star Game in 1977, on August the 4th of that year, the All-Star Game was played at Ray Winter Field in Little Rock between the Arkansas Travelers and the Texas League All-Stars. You would think that the Texas League All-Stars would have the better hand of the Arkansas Travelers, but through 2 innings, it was the All-Stars leading 1-0. The All-Stars batted in the top half of the 3rd inning. Coming to the plate was El Paso catcher Pat Kelly, and this is what happened, described by the All-Star play-by-play voice of the year, Jim Elder of Little Rock.
Marvin Webb, one of the utility men, is coaching at first base. Rogers, the manager, at third to pitch. There's a drive to left field, hit pretty good. Lending going back. He looks up. That ball is over the fence, a home run. So Pat Kelly has homered over the left field fence between the foul line and the scoreboard, and it is 2-0. And both the home runs have been by El Paso players. Kelly, who had hit 10 in the regular season, none against the Travelers, and his 3 teammates on the All-Star team got out there first to greet him. That was Carney Lansford, Rob Slater, and Gil Kupski.
That made the score 2-0 in the 3rd inning. 2 Gil Kupski home runs with a Pat Kelly home run. Put the All-Stars on top 5-0. Arkansas scored a run in the ninth, but it wasn't enough as the Texas League All-Stars won the 1977 Texas League All-Star Game at Ray Winter Field in Little Rock by the final score of 7-1 over the Arkansas Travelers. And that's tonight's Texas League All-Star Flashback, brought to you by American Gold and Silver.
Joe Saunders, working in the 8th inning, throws a pitch under the knees to Tyler Mingus, actually right at the knees for a called strike. Next pitch is under the knees, and it's 1-1. 10-2 is the score, and the Travs in front of the Cardinals here in the 8th inning. Saunders throwing a very nice game. The 1-1 low ball, 2 on Mingus. Mingus looked like he might have had a home run the 5th, but he hit a drive to the left field fence that was caught by Chris Morris. Here's the 2-1 pitch, and a swing and a fly ball down the right field line. Going after it is Tommy Murphy. Falls in for a hit. He takes a bounce. He'll barehand it. There goes Mingus for second. Here's the throw. It is a little offline, and Mingus gets a double. Boy, Murphy made a very nice play. Barehand the ball on a bounce at the foul line. The throw to second base was just a little bit offline. Mingus gets his second double of the day. And here's Robinson Cancel. That's a 9th base hit off of Saunders over 7 innings. But he's only allowed the 2 runs. Cards have stranded 5. There's been a double play turn. Cancel hits the first pitch on a chopper to third. Porter makes the play, fakes the throw to first, looks the runner back to second. Now he throws across and retires Cancel. And there's 1 away. Little action right now in the Traveler bullpen. Pablo Bolivar stands in. Who is that masked man in the bullpen? That is Greg Jones, the new reliever who just came from Mesa today. A pitch upstairs to Bolivar for ball 1. Bolivar had a couple of singles in the second and third inning, had an RBI in the third. Lined out to center in the sixth inning. Right-handed batter, and Saunders works from the stretch. Here's the 1-0 pitch. Fastball down low again, in ball 2 to Bolivar. It was good to see Saunders working here in the 8th inning. It's 7 1/3 for him. That's his longest outing of the year. The 2-0 to Bolivar. A swing and a foul straight back. A big cut at a fastball. 2-1. Ferrari still getting that engine warmed in the Springfield bullpen. It looks like Jeremy Cook will be finished after he tossed 4 1/3 good innings. Gave up just 1 run. Jordan Powell, the Springfield starter, didn't make it out of the third today. Knocked out with 2 outs in the third inning. Saunders hits the sign on 2-1. 1 away. Here's the pitch. And fouled off the catcher. Napoli took it on the right shoulder, and it's 2-2. Jones, warming up in the bullpen, just joined the team today. He hasn't pitched in an actual competitive ball game since last year. He spent most of spring training on not a disabled, but rehabbing a shoulder injury. That's a guy who skipped right over Double-A from Single-A in 2001 and pitched so well in Salt Lake. Not only did he get a chance to stay with the Triple-A ball club, but he even pitched with the Angels for a few weeks. Here's the 2-2, and Bolivar swings, tips it, held on to, strike 3. Strikeout number 4 for Saunders, and there's 2 outs in the 8th inning. Coming up now, Travis Hansen, who's 1 for 3. Second inning single. He lined out to second base in the third, fouled out a 6th. He lined out to Alberto Callaspo in the third inning, who's now been replaced by Ryan Leahy, so Callaspo gets the rest of the night off, no other changes. Here's the first pitch from Saunders. Hansen takes a strike at the letters. Now, you don't think that Saunders will go any further after the 8th inning, so if he gets through his 8th, it'll be 9 hits and 2 runs, and one of his finer innings of the season. An 0-1 count. Here's the pitch to Hansen. A swing and a fly ball down the right field line, hooking towards the bullpen and foul just over the fence. And his 0-2 on Hansen. Traps 10, Cardinals 2. It's been 10-2 ever since the 4th inning. Here we are in the 8th. Hansen stands back in with that wide stance. Wheels it around once. Puts the bat on the shoulder. Saunders ready at the belt. Kicks and throws. Outside. Ball 1. 1 ball, 2 strikes on Hansen. Mingus started the inning with a double. Still at second. Saunders looking for that 5th strikeout. Here's the pitch. Inside. Good pitch, but just missed. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Saunders been very good at the fastball today. And hasn't looked like he's been utilizing the changeup all that much. Of course, Saunders' best pitch is the change. Mostly fastballs and sliders. A few off-speed pitches here and there. Here's the 2-2. Swing and a ground ball foul. That'll roll up the railing at first base. And still 2 balls and 2 strikes on Hansen. So if this is the last out of the game for Saunders, Hansen is making him work. Fouled off 2. He's forcing him to throw 6 pitches. Saunders hasn't had to throw any more than 7 pitches in 1 at-bat today. Mostly getting outs over the first 4 or 5 pitches. A check at second. Saunders delivers. And a line drive up the middle will get into center field. Mingus comes around third, and he's going to score with no throw to the plate. So that'll be the 3rd run for the Cardinals as they break through for the first time since the 3rd inning. And it's a 7-run lead for the Tramps. Tom Gamboa is out of the dugout and begins to walk out to the pitcher's mound. That should be it for Saunders. Once Gamby makes an appearance, he rarely keeps the pitcher in. And that is it for Joe. Well, at least, although he doesn't go 7, at least he doesn't go 8 innings. He's going to get a nice ovation from the fans at Ray Winder Field today. And Jones starts to trot in from the bullpen. Seven 2/3 for Saunders, 10 hits, 3 runs all earned. He didn't walk anybody. He struck out 4. And in line for his 5th win of the year. He gets some hand pounds and a Nice ovation from the crowd at Ray Winder Field. So, Jones is on. We'll take a 60-second break. Brought to you on these words on CSN from Bank of the Ozarks.
Everybody has a checking account, right?
Right.
They're all pretty much the same, right?
Wrong.
Wrong?
Right.
Right.
There are all the other checking accounts, and then there's Max Yield from Bank of the Ozarks.
What's different about Max Yield?
You know Bank of the Ozarks.
Uh-huh.
They are the rate leaders.
Oh.
They have great rates on loans and pay more on checking and CDs.
Okay. They're aggressive.
Or maybe they just want your business a little more.
But what about Max Yield?
You deposit $1,000 or more, and you're going to get a great interest rate. It's that simple.
Max Yield.
From Bank of the Ozarks. Look at it this way. All the other checking accounts around haven't matured yet. They're like checking accounts in training. Max Yield Checking from Bank of the Ozarks has an MBA and earning its reputation. Like a checking account that's grown up.
Oh, I get it. Your money grows up with Max Yield.
That's good.
Thanks.
Max Yield Checking from Bank of the Ozarks. When you're ready for your checking account to grow up. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender. Call for current rates.
Greg Jones will make his first appearance ever at Double-A as he inherits a runner on base with Joe Saunders going the first 7 2/3 innings. And Jones, who was pitching at Single-A Rancho Cucamonga in 2001, skipped over the Texas League and is now making his first outing at Double-A. First pitch is to Aaron Hurr. He lines it to left field. Chris Morris goes down to a knee to make the catch. And that retires the side, so Jones throws one pitch. Welcome to Double-A. And gets the one out. 1 run on 2 hits for the Cardinals, no errors, and a runner stranded. And we go to the bottom of the 8th. The Traps will look to add to a 10-3 lead. This is the CSN Arkansas Traveler Baseball Network.
Get a home run with your family tonight. Whether you're planning a meal before the game or snacks for the game, remember to include milk, cheese, and yogurt in the game plan. 3 servings a day of dairy is the right amount to help keep your body healthy. It's easy. Just look for the 3-a-day logo on your favorite calcium-rich dairy foods at your local retailer. For more information, including recipes and coupons, visit www.3aday.org. Have you had your 3-a-day today? The power of cheese.
Brewery, can I help you?
Hi, I just bought a 6-pack of your beer, and I think there's something missing in it. There's no taste in the beer.
There's no taste.
I was hoping maybe somebody in shipping could send me flavor. Like, I'm not trying. All I want is flavor.
Sure, there's no
Is there like a flavor distribution center in my neighborhood? I'll pick it up.
No, there's no center.
I'll tell you what. I got some Miller Lights here. That'll do the trick. Thank you very much.
Okay.
Have a good day.
If you're going to choose on taste, choose the light beer that actually tastes like beer. Great tasting, less filling Miller Lite. Miller. Good call.
Miller Brewing Company, Milwaukee, Wisconsin. Live responsibly.
Junior Banana Split. Sonic's got it, others don't. Right now, treat yourself to Sonic's 99-cent Junior Banana Split. It's almost half the size, but with all the taste, for just 99 cents. Try one today, or to satisfy your late-night cravings, try one tonight. Because Sonic's open till at least midnight all summer long. The 99-cent Junior Banana Split at participating Sonic drive-ins. It's not just good, it's Sonic good.
Cardinals bring on their third pitcher of the day. It is Anthony Ferrari, who comes on to pitch in the 8th inning after Greg Jones. Not Greg Jones. After Jeremy Cook works the last 4 1/3 innings, pitched pretty well. The bullpen just gave up 1 run after the starter Jordan Powell pitched 2 2/3 and gave up 9. And Ferrari is a left-hander, the only left-hander that the Travs will face today. So Travs, of course, had 7 switch hitters in the lineup today, and with Callaspo now out of the game and Ryan Leahy coming up on deck, you got only 6 switch hitters. Reggie Willits leads off and will hit from the right side against Ferrari. The other thing about Ferrari, the first 2 pitchers, 6'8", 6'6". Ferrari, a little guy at 5'9", right about at our height. First pitch to Willits is inside, ball 1. Willits is 2 for 4. Singles in the 1st and 3rd innings, drove home a couple of runs in the 3rd. Ground out in the 2nd, strikeout in the 5th. Ferrari's 1-0 pitch hammered in the air to deep right field. Going back in it is Mingus. Got a beat on it at the track, and he makes the catch. And goes belly up against the Regions Bank sign. There's one away. Here are the numbers on Ferrari. It is his 16th appearance, all out of the pen. 1 win, 1 loss, and a .277 earned run average. Surrendering 10 hits in 13 innings, 13 walks, and 12 strikeouts. Ryan Leahy is up next now for the Travs. Leahy getting his first at-bat of the ball game after coming in place of Callaspo, who finishes the game 2 for 3. Leahy batting .226, 1 homer, 10 RBIs, right-handed. Ferrari with that funky delivery delivers outside ball 1. Aybar now on deck for the Travs. 10-3 is the score. Travs out hitting the Cards 14-10. The Cards committed the 2 errors in the 3rd inning. There's a pitch to Leahy outside. It's 2-0. The big error was by the shortstop Estrada on the routine double play ball with nobody out in the 3rd. Aybar grounded just to the left of second, and Estrada kicked the ball. So instead of a double play, Travs had 2 on and no outs, and they turned it into a 6-run rally. There's a strike to Leahy on the inside corner, and it's 2-1. I mean, right there, that is the one play that makes the difference today. Take away that error, the Travs probably don't score in the 3rd, and even if we count the other 4 runs they have, they've got only a 1-run lead. Here's a 2-1 to Leahy. Hit him. Got him on the shoulder. He didn't even have a chance to get out of the way of that. Leahy will take a slow jog down the first base line, hit by a pitch. While Ferrari does not have the best control. He's walked 13 in 13 innings, now hits his second batter of the season. I mean, that pitch just came right in on his left hip, and he didn't have any chance to duck. If he would have ducked, it hit his head. If he would have jumped away, it probably would have hit his belly. So Leahy did the best he could, just absorbs it. And now Aybar comes up looking for his 3rd hit. He's 2 for 4, a homer, a single, and the first pitch grounded up the middle. This time Estrada gets to the ball, steps on the second for the out, throws to first. That completes the double play, but that's about 6 innings too late. Travs do not score in the 8th inning. They do not leave anybody on base. We go to the 9th inning. They're looking to hold on to a 10-3 advantage over the Cardinals, and this is the CSN, Arkansas Traveler Baseball Network.
Are you tired of dealing with peeling, cracking, chipping paint, drafty houses? Then call Royal Windows and Siding right now. They can wrap your home in a blanket of insulation and add the Grand Sierra siding from Alcoa. It's the only siding with the Good Housekeeping seal of approval. Call in now for special savings from Royal Windows and Siding. Never paint again. Call about the Grand Sierra siding at 1-800-760-1419. Call Royal now at 1-800-760-1419.
Check has always given you and your family the best choices in great food. Many of you are now watching those carbs, and although the Pig and Chick menu has always offered great low-carb items, there's now a special low-carb menu featuring items with the same great taste Pig and Chick is famous for. Of course, you'll still find those great Pig and Chick ribs, barbecue sandwiches, catfish, gourmet sandwiches, chicken, steaks, and more. Bring the whole family for a relaxing dinner. In a hurry, get it to go. Pig and Chick, 7824 Highway 107 in Sherwood. Open 10:30 a.m. till 9 p.m. Monday through Saturday.
It happens every time you open the door at Moe's Southwest Grill. Mo wants you to feel welcome, so every time you open the door. But that's not the reason people open Moe's door. It's because Mo knows burritos. And because Mo is fanatical about fresh food. You won't even find a freezer there because Mo makes everything from scratch. People open the door because Mo knows salad. And because you get to watch as your meal is made to order right in front of you in just a few minutes. And Mo knows quesadillas. So bring a friend, bring the whole family. But if you don't mind, when you do come into Moe's Southwest Grill, please only open the door once.
Andy Schutzenhofer leads off, pops the first pitch out of play from Traveler reliever Greg Jones, who's on in his 2nd inning of work with no pressure. 10-3, Travs in front. We're in the 9th inning. And Schutzenhofer fouls the second pitch back, bringing it to 0-2. Schutzenhofer is 0 for 3. Struck out twice, popped up once. All the at-bats were against Joe Saunders, whose night is now complete. 10 hits surrendered in 7 2/3 innings. Both runs earned. No walks, 4 strikeouts. Has a chance for the win today. Here's the 0-2. And Schutzenhofer stays alive with a dribbler foul at the plate. Still 0-2. Dan Moylan and Kevin Estrada are on deck. They score 10 runs in the first 4 innings. Sometimes it feels like you might have a game that goes 3 hours, 3 hours, 15 minutes. But this one actually has been going along pretty quickly ever since the 4th. Schutzenhofer, 0-2 pitch, swings and misses at strike 3. The ball is dropped by Napoli. Schutzenhofer doesn't care all that much. Takes a slow circle around the batter's area and sees Napoli throw him out at first. 1 away in the 9th inning is Jones, has retired the 2 batters that he faced. Didn't get a chance to tell you all that much about Greg Jones because he threw just 1 pitch last inning and got the only out he needed. Jones was a 42nd round pick in 1996 for the Angels out of Pasco Hernando College in Florida. Here's a pitch to Moylan, stroked high in the air to left field, just short of the warning track. Chris Morris makes the catch. And there's 2 outs in the 9th inning. Mentioned Jones went right over Arkansas. Was injured 2001, got up to AAA in 2002 after a very nice spring training. So he's trying to rehab his way back to AAA. And he set down the first 3 batters he's faced in the Texas League. And now Kevin Estrada comes up to the plate at 1 for 3 and possibly the final batter of tonight's baseball game. Standing in is Estrada, now batting left-handed. The only switch hitter in the Springfield lineup. Jones kicks and delivers. A swing and a miss on a curve, and Estrada looked fooled. 0-1. 10 runs on 14 base hits for the Travelers. Yesterday, they had 7 runs on 13 hits. Had 9 hits the day before. Clicking on all cylinders offensively. Here's the 0-1. Fastball high and away. Looked like it had some juice on it. 1 ball, 1 strike. Springfield, meanwhile, 10 hits, but couldn't make the most out of them. The 1-1 is outside and pretty close. 2-1. So after losing to the Cardinals for the first time in Little Rock yesterday, they come back here. The 2-1, a curve low, ball 3. 3-1. On deck is Sean Boyd, the center fielder at the top of the order. Jones with a 3-1 pitch, and he walks him with a fastball high and away. Only man to reach on Jones over his first 4 hitters. Goodness, one of the bat boy fell asleep. Estrada dropped that, went down the first base line, and the bat boy was in there chewing bubble gum or eating sunflower seeds, and the ball lady who sits next to the visiting dugout came out, and I guess we have to pay her for 2 jobs today. Bat boy got out there, but by that time it was too late. Hey, he's unpaid. He's volunteering. Cody Harther now stands in as a pinch hitter and smacks a foul ball high and out of play on the left side. And strike 1. Harther pinch hitting for Sean Boyd. Harther in 10 games at Double-A is hitting .205 with a home run that came on Saturday, and he's knocked in 2. Left-handed batter, wiggling the bat furiously. The 0-1 fouled straight back as Jones seems to have a pretty heavy fastball. 0-2 on Harther. 2 outs, top of the 9th inning, and Arkansas ahead by 7 runs. We've got our Allstate Insurance postgame report coming up after the final out. Texas League scores, Major League scores. A couple of highlights with a recap. Player of the game will be awarded. Jones throws the pitch. Low, ball 1. 1 ball, 2 strikes on Harther. Reading the signs, Jones brings the hands together. Here's the 1-2. A high fly ball to right field. And Murphy going back a couple steps. He is underneath it. He makes the catch. And this game is over. Travs pull out a 10-3 win over the Springfield Cardinals, rallying for 10 runs in the first 4 innings. They've taken 2 of 3 for this series. They win 10-3 over the Cardinals, and you can put it in the book. They empty out of the dugout in the bullpen for some high fives and butt slaps around second base in the pitcher's mound. A very good effort tonight for the boys from Little Rock. Coming up next, we'll have the totals. This is the CSN Arkansas Traveler Baseball Network.
Brewery, can I help you?
Hi, I just bought a 6-pack of your beer, and I think there's something missing in it. There's no taste in the beer.
There's no taste.
I was hoping maybe somebody in shipping could send me flavor. Like, I'm not trying. All I want is flavor.
Sir, there's no
Is there like a flavor distribution center in my neighborhood? I'll pick it up.
No, there's no center.
I'll tell you what. I got some Miller Lights here. That'll do the trick. Thank you very much.
Okay.
Have a good day.
If you're going to choose on taste, choose the light beer that actually tastes like beer. Great tasting, less filling Miller Lite. Miller. Good call.
Miller Brewing Company, Milwaukee, Wisconsin. Live responsibly.
Quick snack to go.
Junior Banana Split. Sonic's got it, others don't. Right now, treat yourself to Sonic's 99-cent Junior Banana Split. It's almost half the size, but with all the taste, for just 99 cents. Try one today, or to satisfy your late-night cravings, try one tonight. Because Sonic's open till at least midnight all summer long. The 99-cent Junior Banana Split at participating Sonic drive-ins. It's not just good, it's Sonic good.
Hey, nobody said quitting smoking was easy, but others have done it, and you can too, with help from the SOS Quit line, 1-866-NOW-QUIT. They'll give you the help you need to kick the tobacco habit. It's free, and it's free of nagging and preaching too. So call 1-866-NOW-QUIT and get the help you need. What have you got to lose, besides the most dangerous habit you've ever had? 1-866-NOW-QUIT. Call now.
The third base coach. He doesn't get much attention. You've never heard of a third base coach groupie, have you? But he's vital to the success of the team. His experience and knowledge of the game can mean the difference between scoring a run or getting thrown out at the plate. Allstate agents play a similar role to the third base coach, although they have experience with much more than just home. They can help with auto insurance, life insurance, and your retirement needs as well. And they'll do it without using any crazy signals. They'll help you understand the coverage options available so you can find the one that's right for you. You deserve a team with big league experience. That's Allstate stands. Are you in good hands?
To get a team with big league experience, just visit your local Allstate agent. Call 1-800-ALLSTATE or click on allstate.com. Insurance subject to availability and qualifications. Allstate Insurance Company, Allstate Property and Casualty Insurance Company, and Allstate Indemnity Company, Northbrook, Illinois.
Here are the unofficial final totals at Ray Winder Field on June the 13th, a beautiful Monday night. Springfield Cardinals, 3 runs, 10 hits, 2 errors, 7 left. And the Arkansas Travelers, 10 runs, 14 hits, 1 error, and 5 men left. The winning pitcher tonight is Joe Saunders. He goes 7 2/3 innings for his 5th win against 3 losses. Jordan Powell takes the loss, falling to 3-5. 1 home run hit by trap shortstop Erick Aybar, his 5th of the season. Time of game, 2 hours, 24 minutes, and the paid attendance tonight, 2,907. The victory puts the Travs at 33-31, while the Cardinals fall to 32-32. Coming up next, we'll have a recap and a couple of highlights played on the Allstate Insurance postgame report, as this is Arkansas Traveler Baseball on the Creative Sports Radio Network.
Is your house looking a bit under the weather? Have extreme weather conditions taken their toll on your home's exterior? The solution isn't more paint. It's weather-resistant vinyl siding from Sears Home Central. Call Sears now for a free in-home estimate at 1-800-531-7785. Sears vinyl siding resists tough weather and keeps your home looking great for years. It has the attractive look of freshly painted wood, yet you'll never need to scrape and paint your home again because vinyl siding from Sears is virtually maintenance-free. Best of all, Sears makes getting your new siding job easy and affordable. Just call Sears now for your free in-home estimate at 1-800-531-7785. Not available in all areas. Services and materials provided by a Sears authorized contractor. License numbers available on request. So if your house is looking under the weather, call Sears for vinyl siding now. 1-800-531-7785. That's 1-800-531-7785.
There's a lot of excitement here in the natural state over the discovery of the ivory-billed woodpecker. Once thought to be extinct, this bird has people from around the world coming to Arkansas. This is Terry Horton, Executive Director of the Arkansas Wildlife Federation. Now, thanks to the Arkansas Democrat Gazette, the Arkansas Wildlife Federation is offering John Deering's beautiful color artwork of the ivory-billed woodpecker on a T-shirt and giving you the opportunity to support wildlife and conservation at the same time by becoming a member of the Arkansas Wildlife Federation. For just $25, you'll receive your T-shirt and a one-year subscription to the bi-monthly Arkansas Fish and Wildlife publication. And 100% of your donation stays right here in Arkansas. To become a member and receive your ivory-billed woodpecker T-shirt, call the Arkansas Wildlife Federation in Little Rock at 501-224-9200, 501-224-9200, or 1-877-945-2543, 1-877-945-2543. It makes a great gift, too.
Red hats, their colorful parades. What about helping kids? I think a lot of people think that our guys have circuses and drive around in go-karts or whatever, but I don't think the nation quite gets it. You get it when you come here, though.
Shriners Hospitals provide children with some of the world's best orthopedic, burn, and spinal cord injury medical care. And they combine that care with progressive teaching and world-class research programs. Could it get any better? Actually, it does, because the Shriners provide their expert medical care to children totally without charge. Sure, the Shriners have a lot of fun, but helping kids is a part of that fun. There's a Shriners Hospital helping kids from this area. If you know a child they could help, call 1-800-237-5055 for more information. Shriners, having fun and helping kids.
The Allstate Insurance Arkansas Traveler Postgame Show is brought to you by Allstate Insurance. You're in good hands with Allstate.
Welcome back to Ray Winder Field as the Travs have pulled out a 10-3 win over the Springfield Cardinals. Phil Elson with you. Let's get to the game recap on the Allstate Insurance postgame report. We'll begin in the first inning, where it all started for the Travs. Had Reggie Willits lead off with a single, but then caught stealing second base. Then Alberto Callaspo worked a walk from Jordan Powles, bringing Erick Aybar up to the plate. Powles gets a good long look at the side, now brings it set. And the 1-2 to Aybar. A swing and a fly ball hit it deep right field, and Aybar sends that one out of here. So Aybar, not swinging late on the 1-2 fastball, drives it over the right field fence for a two-run homer. Home run number 4 for Aybar in the season. The Travs had themselves that 2-0 lead. They would extend it in the second inning when Greg Porter doubled over the left fielder with one away, and Mike Elward came up with a 2-ball count. 2-0 to Elward. A swing and a hard ground ball. It is fair down the third base line. Porter comes around third. He scores. It's 3-0 as Elward trots into second with an RBI double. So a 3-0 Arkansas lead, but then the Cardinals would come back in the third inning. They almost tied the game at an RBI double by Tyler Mingus, drive home Sean Boyd, who had reached on a fielder's choice and a stolen base. Then a 2-out single by Pampo Bolivar into right field brought Mingus home. He slid in as Tommy Murphy's throw evaded the catcher Napoli, getting Bolivar, who represented the tying run, to the second. So the Cardinals had the tying run in scoring position, but Joe Saunders induced Travis Hansen's line out to second base, and the Cardinals wouldn't be close again for the rest of the game. That's because the Travs scored 6 runs on 10 batters in the third inning, and much of that was because after Alberto Callaspo led off with a single, Erick Aybar hit a routine double play ball just to the left of second base. Springfield shortstop Kevin Estrada came across and booted the ball. So instead of 2 outs and no one on, there were 2 on and nobody out. Powles then walked Mike Napoli to load the bases for Kendrys Morales. Morales would get jammed on a fastball, ground out to second, but that scored Callaspo, putting runners at second and third. The Travs had a 2-run lead, then a 3-run lead when Tommy Murphy flied out to center. Sacrifice fly brought home Aybar, but the Travs weren't even close to being finished. Greg Porter took a walk, Mike Elward, on a hit-and-run play, singled over Napoli's head. He actually had to duck underneath it as the line drive went to left field. That scored Napoli. Then with Porter and Elward on base, Chris Morris reached on an infield single to load the bases with a ground ball to the hole at short. That brought Reggie Willits to the plate with a count of 0-1. Third baseman way up as he hits the first pitch up the middle and into center. Base hit. Porter, Elward coming around. Porter's home. Elward scores. The ball kicks off the mound all the way back to the screen, and that gives Willits second base. It's a 5-run rally as Willits drives in 2, and the Travelers are in front 8-2. They would manage one more run in the third inning as Callaspo capped the inning with a base hit to right field, scoring Chris Morris. Willits was thrown out attempting to be the 7th run of the inning. Travs with 6 runs on 5 hits on 2 errors in the third inning, and they had themselves a 9-2 lead. They'd make it 10-2 in the fourth. Aybar singled and stole second. Murphy drove a double down the left field line, making it 10-2. Joe Saunders only allowed those 2 runs in the first 7 innings and gave up 1 more run in the 8th. A double by Mingus, 2-run out single by Hansen, and that capped the scoring. Travs pull out the 10-3 win and have taken 2 of the first 3 games of this series against the Cardinals, and now in 12 games versus Springfield, Arkansas is 9-3. Had more success against the S-Cards than any other team in the Texas League. Coming up next, we'll check out the scores around the Texas League. But first, these words on the CSN Arkansas Traveler Baseball Network.
The third base coach. He doesn't get much attention. You've never heard of a third base coach groupie, have you? But he's vital to the success of the team. His experience and knowledge of the game can mean the difference between scoring a run or getting thrown out at the plate. Allstate agents play a similar role to the third base coach, although they have experience with much more than just home. They can help with auto insurance, life insurance, and your retirement needs as well. And they'll do it without using any crazy signals. They'll help you understand the coverage options available so you can find the one that's right for you. You deserve a team with big league experience. That's Allstate stands. Are you in good hands?
To get a team with big league experience, just visit your local Allstate agent. Call 1-800-ALLSTATE or click on allstate.com. Insurance subject to availability and qualifications. Allstate Insurance Company, Allstate Property and Casualty Insurance Company, and Allstate Indemnity Company, Northbrook, Illinois.
Junior Banana Split. Sonic's got it, others don't. Right now, treat yourself to Sonic's 99-cent Junior Banana Split. It's almost half the size, but with all the taste, for just 99 cents. Try one today, or to satisfy your late-night cravings, try one tonight. Because Sonic's open till at least midnight all summer long. The 99-cent Junior Banana Split at participating Sonic drive-ins. It's not just good, it's Sonic good.
Brewery, can I help you?
Hi, I just bought a 6-pack of your beer, and I think there's something missing in it. There's no taste in the beer.
There's no taste.
I was hoping maybe somebody in shipping could send me flavor. Like, I'm not trying. All I want is flavor.
Sure, there's no flavor.
Is there like a flavor distribution center in my neighborhood? I'll pick it up.
No, there's no center.
I'll tell you what. I got some Miller Lights here. That'll do the trick. Thank you very much.
Okay.
Have a good day.
If you're going to choose on taste, choose the light beer that actually tastes like beer. Great tasting, less filling Miller Lite. Miller. Good call.
Miller Brewing Company, Milwaukee, Wisconsin. Live responsibly.
Travelers have pulled out a 10-3 victory over Springfield today, and of course with the magic number for Tulsa down to 1, all that the Drillers need to do to eliminate the Travelers from contention in the first half is win 1 of 2 games today in a doubleheader over Wichita, but they didn't win the first one. The Wranglers came back from a couple runs down, scoring 2 in the 5th, 2 in the 6th, and Wichita wins the first game 9-8. Even with Tulsa rallying for 7 runs in the 4th, the Wranglers pull out that victory. Micah Viles and Brennan King homered for Wichita. Corey Slavic homered for the Drillers. Thad Markray got the win for Wichita. He's 2-2. Judge Songster, who's normally been a very reliable reliever for the Drillers, drops to 3-1 with the loss, and Sean Saunders saved his 4th of the year. They're now in the second game of that doubleheader, and Wichita is leading 2-0 in the top of the 4th inning. So as of right now, the Travs are 5.5 games in back of the Drillers. The thing is, Travs can't lose a game. Tulsa can't win a game. Otherwise, Arkansas is out of contention. So for all intents and purposes, this is no longer a race for the East Division, but still have just a little glimmer of hope left. with Tulsa losing the first game of that doubleheader, and right now down by 2 in the top of the 4th in Game 2. Other 2 games are still in progress in the league. It's at Midland. The Rockhounds have an 8-2 lead over Frisco in the bottom of the 8th. Brian Stavitsky and Francis Gomez have homered for the Rockhounds. Meanwhile, San Antonio started today 6 games behind the Rockhounds in the West Division. It's San Antonio ahead of Corpus Christi 3-0 in the bottom of the 6th inning. And Ismael Castro homered for the Missions, his 2nd of the year. Final score here in Little Rock was 10-3. Travs over the Cardinals. Coming up next, we'll have a look at the Major League scoreboard brought to you by Southwest Airlines. But first, these words on CSN from Settle Office Products.
When it comes to a full line of office products, the name is Settle Office Products, 4412 MacArthur Drive in North Little Rock. They've been in business on MacArthur Drive for 23 years. They give free delivery anywhere in Central Arkansas. They have office furniture, office supplies, scratch and dent furniture, and they're family owned and operated. Give them a call today at 758-1050 or see them on the website at www.settleofficepro.com. Arkansas's #1 Honda volume dealer in the state and district leader in total customer satisfaction is Bale Honda at 13101 Chenal Parkway in Little Rock. They have a wide variety of Honda cars and trucks. Coming soon next month is the Honda Ridgeline that will pole vault Honda into the truck market. Bale Honda is open Monday through Saturday from 8:30 until 7, and on Sundays from 1 till 6. Their service department is also open Monday through Friday from 7 a.m. until 6 p.m. and on Saturdays from 8 a.m. until 4 p.m. Give them a call today at 227-7000 for your automotive needs. Bale Honda at 13101 Chenal Parkway in Little Rock.
The Air Force is the only branch of service with its own community college. It's called the Community College of the Air Force, and it makes a difference. You see, in the Air Force, you earn college credit for learning your job. You can earn an associate's degree in one of 66 career fields. Your job experience goes farther in the Air Force. For more information, call 1-800-423-USAF or log on at airforce.com. Cross into the blue with the U.S. Air Force. No one comes close.
If you're a fan of sports in Arkansas, then this summer, CSN is the place to be, as we'll bring you Arkansas Travelers baseball, Arkansas Twisters football, and Arkansas Archangels basketball. In May, it's the high school baseball and softball tournaments and state championship games. In June, it's the high school all-star games. And in July and August, we'll bring you the American Legion state tournaments and championship games. Sports action all summer long right here on the Creative Sports Radio Network.
Let's check the games around the major leagues right now on the Southwest Airlines out-of-town scoreboard. There's a short schedule today, and one game in progress. It's in Anaheim, where the Angels are trying to end the Washington Nationals' 10-game winning streak, and the Halos put up 2 runs in the first. Top of the 3rd right now, Angels 2, Washington nothing. Every other game's a final score. We'll begin with the only game between 2 National League teams. It's in Wrigley Field today. Florida wallops the Cubs 9-1. Luis Castillo homered for Florida, his first of the year. Dontrell Willis picked up his major league leading 11th win against only 2 losses. Karanka takes the loss, falling to 1-2. And again, that was the only game in a National League ballpark. Games in American League ballparks, and these are all between American and National League teams. Toronto defeats the St. Louis Cardinals 4-1, evening the Blue Jays record at 32-32. Roy Halladay picked up his 10th win. Jeff Suppan drops to 5-6. John Mabry, the former Traveler, hit his 4th home run. Shea Hillenbrand hit his 7th for Toronto. Tampa Bay wins their 2nd game in a row. That's a big winning streak for the D-Rays, 5-3 over the Milwaukee Brewers. Lee and Gomez hit home runs for the Devil Rays. Moeller and Overbay hit the bombs for the Brewers. Doug Walker got the win. He's 3-3. Losing pitcher Chris Capuano falls to 5-6. Meanwhile, Danny Baez saved his 8th of the year. The Baltimore Orioles get home runs from Jay Gibbons and Larry Bigby, and they defeat the Astros 8-5. It was Penn picking up the victory, with Brandon Backey suffering the loss. B.J. Ryan saved his 17th. Houston got home runs from Morgan Ensberg, his 15th, and Jason Lane, a former Texas League Player of the Year, hit his 9th. Boston puts a hurting on the Reds today at Fenway Park, 10-3, with Matt Clement picking up his 7th win of the season. against just one loss. Eric Milton was a big offseason signing for the Reds, falls to 3-8. Manny Ramirez homered for the Red Sox, his 13th. Valentin homered for the Reds, his second. Texas gets 2 home runs from Alfonso Soriano and another one from Hank Blaylock as the Rangers beat the Atlanta Braves 7-3, pulling within 2 games of the Angels in the American League West. Chris Young, the 6'10" former Frisco pitcher, got his 6th win. Tim Hudson falls to 6-5. Braves got a home run from Andrew Jones, his 16th of the year. Our last final score comes from the former Comiskey Park, with the Arizona Diamondbacks beating the White Sox 8-1. It was Sean Estes picking up the win. He is 5-4. Jose Contreras falls to 3-3. 4 home runs for the Diamondbacks. Luis Gonzalez, Sean Green, Troy Gloss with his 15th, and Chris Snyder, a former Diablo catcher, hit his 3rd. Frank Thomas went deep for the White Sox, his 3rd of the year. You're up to date now across the major leagues thanks to the Southwest Airlines out-of-town scoreboard. Don't forget Southwest Airlines. When you're traveling for business or pleasure, Southwest gets you there with over 2,700 daily nonstop flights. Southwest Airlines, a symbol of freedom. Coming up next, we'll name the BC Powder Player of the Game. But first, this is Arkansas Traveler Baseball on the Creative Sports Radio Network.
This time of year, you need to find a place where all your friends can get together for a great time outside. Well, there is a place where you can sit side by side with your buddies watching America's great pastime. Here come the Arkansas Travelers, ready to provide you with exciting Texas League baseball outside at Ray Winder Field. The Travs are still the best deal around, with general admission tickets just $6. And every weekend they're in town, the Travs feature a premium giveaway. Plus, there's delicious Petit Jean hot dogs, sizzling chili cheese nachos, and all your favorite cold drinks. For the 5th season, the Travs are affiliated with the Los Angeles Angels, one of baseball's most talent-laden organizations. Last year, Travs third baseman Dallas McPherson was named the top player in the minors. You're sure to see a rising star every night. So get on the horn and gather up all the guys and girls. It's time for a raucous, foot-stomping time with the Arkansas Travelers. Call 664-1555 or go online to Travs.com.
Okay, everybody, we've got to let Travs fans know about our baseball bingo promotion. Sing along if you know the words. At the old ballpark in Little Rock, we play baseball bingo.
B-I-N-G-O, B-I-N-G-O, B-I-N-G-O. We play baseball and bingo.
On Tuesdays and Thursdays, you'll win lots of prizes.
B-I-N-G-O, B-I-N-G-O, B-I-N-G-O. We play baseball and bingo.
If you can win a free dinner at the Golden Corral or Villa.
B-I-N-G-O, B-I-N-G-O, B-I-N-G-O. We play baseball and bingo.
Academy Sports and Outdoors gives away a gift card. Don't worry, fans, we won't sing this at the ballpark, but it's baseball and bingo on Tuesdays and Thursdays at Ray Winder Field.
We play baseball and bingo.
Welcome back to the Allstate Insurance postgame report. Phil Elson with you. The Travs have defeated the Springfield Cardinals 10-3. And, you know, it's a game like this, it's almost impossible to single out one player where 8 of the 9 Traveler starters had at least one base hit, and 6 of them had 2 base hits. You got Joe Saunders throwing one of the longest outings by any Traveler starter this year, going 7 2/3, surrendering only 10 hits, 3 runs, struck out 4. You had Reggie Willits, Erick Aybar, Tommy Murphy, and Mike Elward each come through with 2 RBIs. But if you got to distinguish somehow, how about the game-winning runs? Aybar hit the game-winning homer in the first inning, only home run of the game, scored 3 runs, and played fairly well at shortstop as well. So even though it's a tough choice, we'll take a hard swallow and name Erick Aybar the BC Powder Player of the Game. Aybar finishes the game 2 for 5, homered for the 4th time this year, 2 RBIs, 3 runs scored. Honorable mention for every other player with Travelers on their jersey. BC Powder is the official pain reliever of the Arkansas Travelers. BC gets into your system fast, and BC goes to work fast. For headaches, backaches, or muscle pain, nothing works faster than a BC. Use as directed. Coming up next, we'll wrap up the broadcast. Travs win 10-3 over Springfield, and this is the CSN Arkansas Traveler Baseball Network.
Now Goldie's Music has compiled the very best of Dean Martin in a 3-CD package called
Everybody loves somebody sometime.
Yes, you get 36 of the very best of Dean Martin.
Send me the pillow that you dream on.
This greatest hits package is not available in stores, but only available through this special radio offer. It's the very best of Dean Martin.
You're nobody till somebody loves you. So find yourself somebody to love.
All songs have been digitally remastered for the highest possible quality. Add the very best of Dean Martin to your collection today. Here's how to order. Call 1-800-939-3995. That's 1-800-939-3995. 1-800-939-3995.
Mayhem in the AM. Weekday morning, 7 till 9 on Little Rock's ESPN 1380. May include a guest.
Coach Houston from the Arkansas Razorbacks joining us this morning. When you come to these events, does it ever get old talking about all the big players and the folks here?
You know, the one thing I love coming to Little Rock. This is where I'm from. You know just about everybody here. So it's fun. It's homecoming. You know, it's home week. And so there's nothing like it. And nothing like talking about your football team.
We've got to talk about the quarterback situation. You probably thought you were going to get out of here without us asking you about it. You know, that's got to be the number one question you're asked about.
Definitely the number one question. And I really feel like if we get that position established, I think we're going to have a really good football team. And one of those guys really needs to step up. I think they've made tremendous improvement. They all three have one thing in common. They hadn't played very much in the SEC, but I think they got a good supporting cast.
And who knows, a few sports stories, too. Mayhem in the AM. Weekday mornings, 7 till 9. Mayhem in the AM on Little Rock's ESPN 1380.
In the field. Travs pull out the victory today 10-3, and now have taken 2 of 3 games from the Cardinals over this series. Let's run through the final totals. These ones are official. Springfield scores 3 runs on 10 base hits. They commit 2 errors. Strand 7. Cards go 3 for 7 with a runner in scoring position. Travelers scored 10 runs on 14 hits. 1 error committed. Travs strand 5 and go 6 for 14 with a runner in scoring position. Winning pitcher Joe Saunders went 7 2/3 innings, giving up 10 hits, walked nobody, struck out 4 and only 3 runs. They're all earned. He's 5-3, lowers his earned run average to 4.03. Jordan Powell takes the loss, gave up 9 runs on 8 hits. 3 of those ones were earned. He walked a season-high 3, struck out 2, all in 2 2/3 innings. Powell falls to 3.5 ERA, up to 4.29. Time of game today was 2 hours, 24 minutes. Paid attendance at Ray Winder Field was 2,907. Travs up to 33-31. 2 more wins. They guarantee a winning record in the first half. Cards fall to 32-32. Meanwhile, the Travs have 9 wins in 12 games against their division rival Springfield Cardinals. Tomorrow will be Game 4 of this 5-game series. And you can pick up a discount ticket at an Exxon station in Greater Little Rock. It'll get you in for $3. We're playing Villa Italian Restaurant Golden Corral Bingo with fans playing bingo. And you get that bingo card for free when you come into the ballpark. You're playing bingo for dinners and other prizes all throughout the ball game. It'll be Tim Bittner on the mound for the Travs tomorrow. The southpaw has a record of 1-5 and a 6.38 ERA. Fellow left-hander Randy Leake is an all-star in the Texas League. He'll be pitching next Tuesday in the All-Star game in Frisco. Leake is 6-3, a 3.09 earned run average, and he has thrown the most innings in the Texas League at 87 1/3. First pitch tomorrow night is 7:10. The gates at Ray Winder Field open at 6:10. We'll have our airtime at 6:45 with the ITT Technical Institute pregame show. Big thank you to all our affiliates carrying today the baseball game on KBJT Fordyce, KPBQ Pine Bluff, KOTN Pine Bluff, KDXE Total Sports 1380 North Little Rock, and our flagship station in Conway, Little Rock, KASR 92.7 FM. Thank you also to Mike Harrison, our studio engineer and the executive producer of Creative Sports Radio Network, doing the game today back at CSN Center Control in Conway. Thank you, fans, for tuning in tonight. Once again, our final score from Ray Winder Field in Little Rock, the Arkansas Travelers 10 and the Springfield Cardinals 3. I'm Phil Elson, reminding you that we'll be talking baseball again tomorrow night.
The Arkansas Traveler postgame show was brought to you by Allstate Insurance. See your nearest Allstate Insurance agent anywhere in Arkansas today. And remember, you're in good hands with Allstate. Arkansas Traveler Baseball has been a presentation of CSN, the Creative Sports Radio Network.